Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Welcome to our coverage of the Minish Cap Any Percent Tournament 2024. It's time for grand finals. It is DarkySquid versus Nitros. And your commentators today are Inku and Myth197. Folks, how are you?
Yo, everyone, how's it going?
Hello.
We got grand finals.
Yeah.
At the end of the tournament, we got our final two. It's the battle for the championship.
Hell yeah.
Who's gonna be the winner? Well, that's what we're gonna be finding out tonight. I think we have everything ready and set up to go, so they're all readied up. Let's send them off then.
Okay. Both starting with a custom name, by the way.
Right, so yeah, they're set up and ready to go. And then any moment now we're going to be commencing the final match, or possibly the final match. We could go to the bracket reset, but this is the grand finals for the Any Percent Speedrun tournament. And yeah, looks like they're getting their resets underway. They're resetting for their RNG manipulation at the very beginning of the run, and time starts now on file select.
So resetting RNG to the original seed in order to complete the first manipulation of the run and validating it.
It's very convenient that the developers decided that when you turn the power off,
yeah,
always start from the same RNG seed value. So no matter what we do, if we save it, we can just manipulate RNG from that point, and it will be exactly the same every time.
Imagine if Game Boy memory had to remember RNG at any point.
I think
that would be messed up.
Wii and PlayStation, the RNG is off of just some extremely precise like time variable that you can never like replicate. DS is a little bit better because it is based off of time, but you can easily change the clock time to be a specific time.
That's what people do.
Yeah, and then you can manipulate from that point.
So this affects like Skyward Sword and such, I guess.
Oh yeah, Wii is notoriously bad for making RNG manipulations not viable whatsoever.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're watching the intro and not much happens here. We just do like text mashing through all of these. There's no huge skips for this first section. You just got to advance the story as quickly as possible. Here's the RNG manipulation when manipulating that pot to give the blue rupee. It's not guaranteed. You have to do this. The only variables in what changes whether or not the RNG manipulation works is the number of times you roll. When Link rolls, it rolls RNG to determine what the sound effect's going to be. So we just do a fixed number of rolls, and it advances the RNG to the value that makes the blue rupee drop. And then from this point on, we don't care about RNG, and we're just rolling to get to follow Zelda as quickly as possible through this section and talk to her.
I wonder if any runners are gonna try your swag strat for the shield today.
What do you mean the swag strat? Oh, what? Like...
Yeah, putting the shield on the side.
Oh, that's a TAS strat.
Yeah.
I saw the TAS do that. I was like, I'm doing that every single run now.
Yeah, it's so cool. So
Yeah,
cool
you can-
looking.
The hitbox for the shield is wider than Link, so if you face the shield sideways, it sticks further up than Link's hitbox. And it's about half of like Link. So you, as long as as long as you're not really far to the left, so that the Deku shot is like only overlapping with Link's hitbox, but at least there's some overlap with the shield hitbox.
Yeah.
Then it will get recoiled back in the correct direction. It doesn't actually do an angle check. It just checks that it's hit the shield, and then it will recoil in the opposite direction.
Oh yeah.
So it not in like diagonally. It will always go straight back up.
Hmm. I actually didn't know that there was a reason for using it instead of the just straight up hold it in front of you.
There is no.
I mean, you
Like,
said
it's a swag strat.
there's the hitbox going a bit higher up.
Oh yeah. The hitbox is like 1 pixel wider than Link's hitbox. So
Yeah,
that's
because
why
if you go too high up, the Mojo pest retracts. I guess that is the word for
the Deku.
The Deku, yeah.
Yeah.
Deku pest.
Yeah. It goes into the ground if you go too high up. So there is like a pixel height that you can like. There's some bits on the ground that you just look at and like you slowly move Link up. But if you're 1 pixel too high, then it will go. Yeah, as you said, it will go into the ground. So it's like, it's kind of risky to go too close. But the closer you get, then the shorter the animation is. So you can
indeed.
save time. But it's risky. I've decided to not go for the most optimal because I've messed up too many times.
Yeah, of course.
And it loses like 5 seconds. It's really not worth it. You're saving frames.
Frames against 5 seconds.
Yeah, we didn't see them soft lock. No one's soft locked in this tournament. From
GG to us. Let's go.
Yeah, well, congratulations everyone. I mean,
I'm
it's kind of
talking
easy
to the
avoid
minister
now. We now know what, but like before that previous cutscene, you can get within like a couple of pixels of the trigger to trigger the cutscene, but be within talking range of the minister. And if you talk to him, he doesn't actually have any text loaded in the like the text script, so it tries to pull up an empty text box and it soft locks the game. Yeah, it. Luckily, yeah, no one's done that because there is a movement that we've all learnt now that positions you in a spot where you can't talk to him and you always hit the trigger, even if you're mashing roll as quickly as possible. Yeah, love contextual button input so that roll and talk are the same button.
Yeah, really good game design there.
Right, we've had some navigating through Minish woods. We've had to avoid some of the enemies here, and yeah, Nitro's got hit 3 times, Darky got hit twice, both of them taking a bit more damage than you would like. You'd normally want to take no damage whatsoever, but like getting hit once is pretty common, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but both of these runners have had PBs within the last week. Absolutely, like, insane. They are top of their game. This is going to be an extremely close match.
Indeed.
Like, either of them can get it at this point. They were trading PBs. Darky had a 1 hour 28 30. What was it? A 33.
Something like that, yeah.
Nitros then got a 128.32, and then Darky got a 128.31. That's right, they bopped each other by 1 second at a time, and then 2 days ago, Nitros got...
I think it was 3 days ago, Nitros PB'd.
Yeah, a 127.50, so that was a big PB by Nitros at that point by like 40 seconds. So
I was kind of hyped for the one cycle, but looks like no runners got it. Which happened in the tournament, by the way.
Yeah, Darky got it earlier in the tournament. That lily pad section, it's extremely tight. Basically, only the taps goes for it. People have been going for RTA recently. A couple people have got it in runs, and you have to do like 6 frame perfect rolls. It's insane. This, by the way, this is a 60 FPS game.
Yeah.
Frame perfect tricks are insanely difficult. We are going to be seeing frame perfect tricks in this run, so stay tuned. It could be the decider of this match. There is a big frame perfect trick halfway through the run.
The famed Octoclip. Hopefully both runners managed to pull off the manip.
Yeah, I mean,
we'll see.
I have played against both of these runners within the last week, and both of them got it first try. So,
oh my god!
Yeah,
really, both times?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Both of them got it first try. Both times I got it second try.
Oh my god!
It only loses like 15 seconds, but it was okay. I guess 15 seconds absolutely mattered if you saw my match with Nitros.
indeed.
We were all basically tied going into the final boss. It was extremely tight, close match.
Speaking of a few seconds, I wonder if any runners in this race are gonna try for Makiha. I'm curious. Probably not, but you know.
I've seen no one other than me going for it.
You're the only one with the balls to do it.
I've got it every time. Like, people should be going for it. It's a free 3-second time save. That's all I'm gonna say.
I believe you.
Yeah, but just checking their times, they both had extremely good enter Deepwood times. They had 9:56s.
56.
Yeah, 56. For people who run this game, a 56 is insane. Like a sub 10 is a very good time. 4 seconds faster than that is just it's just blowing everyone else out of the water. Like, yeah, people dream to get times that good.
And also getting these sub 10 enters and taking that much damage at the start. Can we talk about that?
Oh yeah, like absolutely, definitely losing time to getting hit by enemies in that section. So on top of taking damage, being able to just like play absolutely perfectly throughout the rest of the section to get that kind of enter deeper time, that just shows the level of quality of these runners.
Indeed.
Yeah, Deepwood is going to be a very RNG heavy dungeon. There's so many enemies here, and it's just a skill check on these runners to see how can you react to the enemy movement. You have very small amount of time to be able to spot where the enemy is, what its like trajectory is and stuff, and make a snap decision. What are you going to do about it?
Oh no!
Oh, really unfortunate for Darky. He wanted to kill that pesto. Yeah, he got... So, a lot of the time you kill the pesto the first time you go through that room, but Darky got good luck and could just ignore it the whole time. But then, yeah, on the back journey, it got in the way. Yeah, that's brutal.
Could have rolled through, though. But decided to aggro it, to not risk anything.
Yeah.
But paid the price.
And the drowning animation in this is painfully slow. You really do not want to be falling into the water. So getting hit by an enemy bad. Getting hit by an enemy into the water, that's painful.
Ooh, good slug RNG though.
Yeah, very good for Darky. Nitros got hit a few times. I think he had to tank 2 hits. Got a good Moldoza fight. Both of them getting very solid Moldoza fights. yeah, this upcoming section, we got some puff stalls that are going to spawn. Nitro's getting bullied by that puff stall. There's when the enemies spawn, they can basically move in 4 different directions. And yeah, that puff stall decided to move in the one of the 4 directions that actually messes you up. All right, Madapilla fight now.
Okay. Oh, Nitro's getting his Madapilla kind of stuck.
Yeah, Darky definitely getting much better luck with the Madapilla there, managing to catch up. Nitro's opted to go and get a heart just before this, so they're almost certainly going to be picking up a heart at some point in the run, and the first time you pick up a heart, you get a text box to tell you, hey, you just picked up a heart. But hearts you get after that point don't have a text box associated with them. So Nitros is kind of like taken that little bit of time loss a little bit earlier. We'll likely see Darky get that time loss happen to them in Cave of Flames.
Also, none of them have gotten the green rupee text box yet.
Yeah, there is a pot here that has a chance of dropping. Oh, there was a...
Ooh.
Oh, what? Both of them... I would have gone for it. Like, we need to get money later in one of the caves. If you grab that blue rupee, you can just do a slightly faster line and skip one of the blue rupees. Nitro's getting bullied off of the lily pad by the pesto, giving Darky the opportunity to overtake at this point. Yeah, lily pad, brutal, really tough section here. You have to do just like perfect movement here with like timing your gust jar, and then just the enemy RNG. It's so frustrating, the enemies in this section.
Pestos really can get in your way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess the blue rupee movement was like more distance than in Fairy Cave, which is probably why they didn't go for it.
I don't think so. It was like a quarter of a tile, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they like when they're pushing it, they didn't realize it probably.
I mean, yeah, they were anticipating that it was going to be like a green rupee. Or, honestly, you shouldn't ever worry what the item is going to drop, because it's either going to be a heart, which is good, a green rupee, which you don't care about because you're going to be picking one up later anyway, or
this
blue rupee, which also is actually good. Yeah, like it doesn't matter what item you're going to be getting from that. Like, sure, you're optimizing by going only as high as possible to push the pot, because any higher is just wasted movement, but yeah. Anyway, Darky just golded that split, by the way. The lily pad section.
That's insane.
Huge. Yeah. Like, their gold was extremely close to common gold. That's gonna have to be timed. They only improved it by 0.1 of a second, so you know, it's not like a massive gold, but Darky is someone who has had comm golds in the early section of the run in the past, and yeah, absolutely.
Including this one.
Oh yeah, no, they've had it before. Nitros has also had comm gold in the enter green shoe split as well.
Ooh, got the 4 cycle on Nitro's side for the last jumping parts.
Yeah, we didn't really talk about green shoe. It's a pretty straightforward fight. There's it's 3 cycles. The last cycle, there's some RNG that can decide whether or not it jumps once, which makes it you can kill it quicker. Or if it jumps 5 times, you have all of that dead time whilst it's midair that you can't make it vulnerable. And yeah, optimally, it doesn't do all 5 jumps. You have enough time to do it with 3 jumps. But it's extremely tight timing, and a lot of the time people are going to be doing it in 4 jumps.
Yeah, indeed. Okay, both runners currently very tightly, evenly matched.
Oh yeah, they both had extremely good Earth element times. I think Darky had a 17:18, which again, anyone who's run this trying to get sub 17:20, it's a crazy good time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, another blue rupee.
Yeah, a little damage boost through there. Yeah, we don't really care about taking health damage at this point. Throughout most of the run, the runners are not going to want to be taking damage intentionally. But in this section, it doesn't matter because we're going to go through a cave to get some money that has fairies, so we're going to be healing off of those fairies. And
right after that, it's going to be much more difficult to not take damage because of all the enemies in Krenel.
Yeah.
Which are jumping around and harassing us. So both hearts and bombs are going to be valuable resources from Krenel on onto Cave of Flames. And even throughout the run, speaking of bombs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You do want to be minimizing the amount of bombs you use. We are on a fairly tight bomb route throughout the entire run. We end the run with 1 bomb.
Yeah, indeed.
And yeah, so you have 1 bomb spare. Like there are certain points in the run where it's like, oh, if you waste your bombs, then you can farm more bombs. Like there's the specific sections that you can get more bombs. Yeah, quick shout to the first glitch of the run.
Let's go.
Guard skip. We do a little respawn there, dragging the guard out of the way and then slipping past it before it has a chance to get back in the way. It saves 1 second. Not huge, but like, you know, might as well go for it.
And also mentioning the second glitch of the run, because Darky got a roll lift.
Yep.
For his first bomb. Not his first, but you know what I mean.
Frame perfect trick.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Roll lift you is quite interesting, the mechanics behind it. You're walking, you place a bomb, you walk for 1 more frame, and then you roll the frame after that. And basically the game has to check
the height of the bomb?
The R button, the context for the R button. It goes through a flowchart deciding what the R button is supposed to do.
Oh,
and because an entity has just entered range on that frame that you decide to roll, it grabs and does the roll on the same frame, and when Link grabs an object, it sets the height of the object offset from Link's position in the Z axis. So this game is 3D. There is a Z like offset for where the height, the vertical height of where the object is. It's not really a 3D game. It's just an offset to the Y value so that it looks higher up on the screen to give that fake 2D-ness, as fake 3D heightness to it. But yeah, anyway, with the roll lift, what it does is it sets that to like -6, so it actually puts the object underground, and then the object has to fall. And how the falling mechanics works is it just checks if the height is below 0, and then it snaps it to the floor. So Yeah, but the bomb spawns under the ground for 1 frame and then instantly gets snapped to the ground. But because if a bomb is mid-air and then hits the ground, there is an error in the code that decides to skip one of the timers on it. That timer lasts like 1 second. We save that second. Really convoluted tech explanation for why it works, but yeah, the bomb fuse timer just is.
Yeah, indeed.
Because of that.
A lot of C code going on with just bomb animations and pressing the R button. And Darky getting unlucky positions on pestos there, carrying the seed.
Yeah, Krenel, huge RNG section. There's so many.
They
Nitros
both.
getting lucky with the bomb. Oh, did they both get bombs?
I think so. They didn't quite catch it on Darky's side, but I think I saw it from the corner of my eye. It's crazy that they both are getting the same RNG for moments that matter. Okay, Darky deciding on the damage boost there again.
Nitros as well.
Oh. Yeah, Nitro's sitting
Honestly,
pretty comfortably in terms of health.
With the amount of health that they're on at the moment, I would absolutely be going for the damage boost into the
yeah, absolutely.
Grip Ring Cave. If you don't do the damage boost, it's slower and at the level our runners are at, yeah, they're both top 4 on the in this game on the leaderboard, and obviously they're both in the final of the tournament. You have to be going for these more risky plays that you are offsetting that. Yes, I'm going to lose health going for this strat that's faster, but I'm saving time. Remember, at the end of every dungeon, we get health for free, so every amount of health that you have above 0 at the end of the dungeon is health that you could have expended going for some speed boost.
Yeah, indeed.
So that's time left on the table. And these runners, they're going for every fraction of a second.
As we say, health is a resource. He had grazing barely DarkySquid there, right before this room. I was scared for a second.
Well, both of them going for the slower route. It's frames faster if you go around the top side of the rock there when you're pushing it. Yeah. Like the task goes like for that movement. Reason why is because if you position yourself at the top of the boulder as you're pushing it, you then need to go to the top to push it down, so it just minimizes the movement slightly.
Yeah, indeed. And also on these pushing sections, I always get reminded of your little shield optimization.
Oh, the diagonal.
Yeah.
The push value storage. Actually, we're gonna be seeing push value storage later.
Oh yeah, we are.
It's part of a glitch that we do. But yeah, if you are pushing against an object, you have to be pushing up against it for 6 frames, and it slowly builds up this value up to 6. And if the value is at 6, then it activates whatever animation is associated with pushing. So if you're on a ledge, it makes you jump off the ledge. For objects like this, you push them. Yeah, if you activate a like an item like a shield or whatever, you can then change what direction you're moving and then release the item, and you preserve the the push value that you have. So yeah, you can be pushing against one object, do like a frame perfect shield turn, and then and you'll be facing in the other direction, and immediately 0 frames be push animationing the next object instead of having to wait 6 frames. So yeah, it's a frame perfect input to save 6 frames. Not the most important thing to be going for. No, what I really love doing is the slide push optimization. You can be sliding diagonally against an object and you still build up the push value on it, but you get that bonus of you're getting horizontal movement as well. So,
the sliding,
you can use that to just optimize your position a little bit better.
That's cool.
Right, Cave of Flames. Nitros of not going for the health, Darky going for the health. That's a decision you have at this point of the run.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because of Darky being on 1 heart less than Nitros currently, which can be very risky going into Cave of Flames.
Yeah.
Not really see aggro dungeon.
Honestly, Cave of Flames is a very generous dungeon. There is a lot of enemies and there's a lot of enemy RNG, but there's a lot of fire, and fire has a very high drop rate for hearts.
Yeah, there's also this, indeed.
Yeah. And also there are options for getting guaranteed health throughout the dungeon as well. So if you do get too low, that you're risking going to be taking, like you're going to die because there's some guaranteed health
after patching.
In the second half of the dungeon, we're guaranteed going to be taking damage to do some tricks. So you need to factor that into how much health you currently have and how much you're going to expend. Helmasaur fight, pretty good from both of them. I think they both got triples.
Yeah, I think so. Pretty good RNG.
That's basically the best RNG you can get. And then you just got to rely on the last guy to get close, and it behaved itself for both of them.
Okay, coming up soon is angle retention, which I don't think we talked about yet, which is going to be the first real glitch of the run.
First major one. It saves a lot of time.
In contrary to guard skip, which you can just do a spin attack.
Yeah.
But no, this time,
this is a sequence break.
Going out of bounds and everything, doing cool looking stuff.
Quick shout out to the movement Nitros did. He was basically hovering off the platform.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The optimization to the position.
Very precise.
Downtime, so you just position yourself on the right pixel and you stay on the platform, but you're like clearly not on the platform. Anyway, sorry about that.
Both runners doing the very skillful thing of not forgetting to pick up 50 rupees there. Which are gonna help you to buy the mushroom.
Neither of them are going for the faster pillar pushing strat. They are going for the old strat where you go around the bottom side of the pillar. But yeah, if you go to the top side and you can just roll left and pull it, it's a slight optimization that saves like half a second. It is worth going for. But this is diagonal angle retention. We can jump out of a hole diagonally, and the game thinks Link has a diagonal facing value. And when you're interacting with objects, pulling objects, it takes Link's facing value to decide what to do. So we can pull it diagonally out of bounds, it deletes the loading zone, and then we can use that to walk out of bounds and skip. Only one small section of the dungeon, but that had a small key, a small door that we would have had to spend this key to unlock. So we kept this small key, and now we can just unlock the door to go directly down into the basement after the mini-boss fight. Very clean mini-boss fight. We didn't really have a chance to talk about it too much, but that was very clean from both of them. It's a fight you learn very early on to optimize and improve at. But yeah, they had super clean fights. So.
Yeah, Darky not even moving from his place after the last sword spin.
Yeah, I do notice Darky has a different version of the thing that he goes for there. With a different timing, but yeah, super optimal.
And health is looking good.
We were talking
again?
about angle retention. It's not over. We're going to be doing another angle retention in the basement here. We don't want to be going through the lava basement. There's really slow auto-scrollers moving platforms and stuff. So we're going to be using angle retention to break out of bounds.
And skip half of the dungeon.
Oh yeah, like, huge time save in this section.
Big sequence break.
Yeah, we pulled this pillar diagonally into the wall, and there is some funny interaction when you have diagonal angle retention and then you grab an object. It displaces Link for a frame or so. I don't know exactly why that happens. I haven't done an analysis to determine what's controlling that. But what we do know is that the position that it snaps Link to is high enough up into the wall that with a damage boost, it will push Link up to touch the screen and trigger a screen transition to the room above. And it puts us onto layer 2. So there's a layer system in the game where there's like layer 1, everything on the floor, but then the game programmers designed a layer 2 so that you can have bridges and tunnels to simulate like a 3D world. And it just tells what walls and collision Link needs to be paying attention to. If Link has layer 2, collision set, then he ignores all the walls that are on collision 1. So we can walk over, ignoring all of the walls and stuff, and walk directly to the Gleerock boss.
Indeed. Also, both runners picking up a fairy for health reasons. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's for safety, you know, it's a hard game, they need that fairy to revive later. We might see them die at... there's this strat in Long On Ranch where you have to open a door, and the doors are really hard to open, so, you know, they might die there.
That's one way to say it. Okay, fast Gleerock on both sides.
Yeah, not much to say about Gleerock, it's just a 3-sided fight.
A pretty auto-crawler kind of boss.
At the end, you can optimize by 1 second by making sure that Gleerock's facing down at the end of the fight. There's a white flash as Gleerock dies, and that flash is hiding the animation of rotating the model to be facing the right orientation. Very funny, but like, yeah, if Gleerock's facing down, then the white flash lasts 0 frames. And if
basically the game is hiding the fact that it's turning Gleerock over. Nothing to be seen there.
Did someone see the pot roll lift?
Oh, didn't see it.
Nitro's got a pot roll lift. Yeah, what we were talking about with roll lifting earlier, as I said, it was because when an entity enters Link's pickup range for the same frame that Link does a roll, so you can roll lift pots as you're like approaching them. And yeah, it just smashes the pot on the ground and you just roll straight through it.
Okay, so push value glitch coming right up with Krenel clip. Another display of out-of-bounds movements.
Yeah, this is a super complicated trick. There's a lot involved with it, but yeah, they're putting a beetle into a spot here. You have bottle invulnerability. You're preserving your push value to trigger a jump and get out of bounds. Nitro's got it first try, Darky got it first try. Now we're doing out of bounds movement, and we're going to be landing in Trilby Highlands and Western Woods. And this skips having to upgrade our sword. Are we going to be seeing anyone going for McGeehaw? Nitros isn't going for it.
Okay.
And Darky is not going to be going for it either.
And neither is Darky, yeah.
3-second optimization they're not going to go for.
Okay, not wanting to be bullied by the moblin there?
We don't... I mean, we don't blame people not going for McGeehaw. How McGeehaw works is you need to be on a specific pixel when you do the screen transition to the right when out of bounds, and you can't tell what pixel you're on because the camera's locked in place and it's not looking at Link, so we're just completely blind there as we're doing out of bounds movements. So yeah, trying to get a pixel lineup is not viable, but with enough practice, you can get pretty good at it. I have gone for every race in the tournament, and I've got it every time so far. So, you know,
This man is crazy.
just you know, it's just a skill check, honestly.
Just little micro optimization. Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing save and quits. It's marginally faster to do a save and quit to exit after talking to the Minish there to activate the quest to start getting the boots. We'd like
are
to
they
get
both running on emulator though?
They're both on Switch.
Both on Switch. So
Yeah.
okay, makes sense.
Yeah, Switch has a slight advantage over emulator in two different ways. One is that the frame rate is a flat 60 FPS, which GBA isn't actually exactly 60 FPS. It's 59.7275, which means that you're, in terms of just raw frame rate, over an hour and a half, you're saving about 20 seconds.
Indeed.
And the other thing is save and quits. The game saves about a second and a half faster on Switch than it does on GBA hardware. It's not as broken as on Wii U, where it saves instantly and you save like 2.3 seconds or something like that.
That is crazy though.
Yeah, but Wii U doesn't have the FPS advantage either. That Wii U runs at the same frame rate as the as GBA hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to say what the actual advantage Switch has over the other consoles is for for real, because it loses time on loading on every single load into a new room. I've tried calculating it, and it's variable depending on a million factors, object spawn position,
Entity's number, yeah.
Yeah, basically
RNG.
things when spawning into the entity.
Frame count probably.
Yeah, I haven't been able to figure out all of the factors associated with it, but it just means that it's a real mess to determine, is one screen taking longer to load because of basically luck, or because the consoles just has an advantage or whatever.
I wonder now if
when I tried timing it, Switch
Yeah.
was way slower getting to Deepwood when you account for the FPS. But from what we know from actually seeing people run the game, that's not the case. So it's hard to tell with an analytical timing analysis stuff. So it's really hard to say what the actual real terms time advantage Switch has over other consoles. But now is when the run begins.
the gauntlet is starting.
Yeah, this is basically the hardest part of the run, other than Octoclip and the final dungeon.
Yeah, easily the most focus-intensive part, with 3 RNG manips back to back. Very difficult in execution also. And if you fail it, you have to reload the game from your save and lose about 15 to how many seconds you spent during the manip. I wonder if both runners are gonna go for Toad's way of having the double walking stones and such.
Absolutely. It is at this level. It's 100% required to be able to set good enter fortress times. The other manipulations are just too slow.
Okay,
but yeah.
Nitro's getting the right sparkle there.
Yep. This kinstone manipulation in Swamp gets us 2 kinstones that we need for later, and manipulates a P-hat into the right position. Darky doesn't get the minute first try.
That is huge for their time differences.
Yeah, This split is absolutely brutal. Oh, Nitros got super lucky there. He gust blasted the P-hat too late and it reactivated, but it didn't bounce onto the bridge. If it bounces onto the bridge, it's just stuck and you can't get it out. And you have to just wait ages and hope that it just gets out on its own.
It's really up to the P-hat movement.
Nitros there, yeah. And the P-hat, we're moving it into a specific pixel, position, and then using it to clip through a gap in the level geometry here, so that we can stay on the bridge. It's luck based. What position you're gonna get on the P-hat is extremely difficult to set up.
Darky kind of struggling to get the P-hat in the right position there.
Yeah,
trying to
they're gonna try and
nudge
YOLO
it
clip.
back.
They didn't get it, so they're gonna try again.
Okay.
In the meantime, Nitros going for the they've entered the next dungeon and they're doing lever clip here. They've RNG manipulated this Armos to clip them inside of the stationary armor so that you can pull the lever without shrinking. Very important, we have to do this because we don't have the sword upgrade that lets us to clone, so we can't shrink.
Yeah, we can't do the puzzles basically in this dungeon.
Yeah, really good backup there from Nitros. They noticed that the Armos didn't move.
Oh yeah.
So they did an extra sword slash to advance the RNG one extra. Great game knowledge from Nitros there.
Absolutely. Darky entering Fortress as well. And Nitros continuing this long RNG manip up until the Dark Nut, which Nitros is gonna use to get another green Kinstone.
Yeah, we need 4 green Kinstones for the route. Later on we're going to be using those 4 Kinstones. So we get 2 in Swamp and we get 2 in this dungeon. Darky didn't get the Armos manipulation. Nitros cleanly gets their Dark Nut manip, so that Nitros has all of the Kinstones that they need. They're going to be pretty much done with the dungeon. They're going to be grabbing their
Redder side though,
and heading directly to the boss. Darky has to yeah, it is a huge time loss getting all the way to the Armos here and having to reset.
Oh no, failing it again.
Yeah,
that's going to be another 15 seconds.
Yeah, it's really brutal.
Sheesh.
Yeah, the timing there is quite tight. You have to time your boot at the dash at the right time to be able to get clipped into the Armos, and then you have to be doing the right direction inputs as well to not get pushed out of the Armos.
Oh, Nitro's doing a really fast lightning speed portal items there.
Yeah, Nitro's
actually
absolutely
crazy
demolishing this dungeon. That was such a clean dungeon from Nitros.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so in the second half of the dungeon, once we get the mitts, we just go back to the same room and use the portal. We use portal items, a trick that you activate an item as you're jumping up onto a portal. With the mitts, it displaces us enough to get high up enough into the wall that, like we saw in Cave of Flames with the second angle retention in there, a damage boost will push us up onto layer 2.
So Darky is gonna try to demonstrate that. It's his turn now to get to the Dark Nut and do portal items next. Nitro's currently doing Mazar really nicely, getting pillar RNG.
Nitros is, without second cycle, you want the pillars to be, there are 6 positions where the pillars are. You obviously want them to be as close to the entrance as possible. It's just RNG that decides where the pillars are going to be. The only thing that we can use to know where the pillar might be is that it's never in the same place twice in a row. So they saw it was the bottom right the time before, so they're just going to be avoiding checking that and then rotating around.
Indeed. And also, pillars are gonna favor slightly the right side, if I remember correctly.
By 1,000%. It's a rounding error by the game. That's literally it. It's a rounding error.
That is so funny.
Function that slightly biases one side over the other. So you saw Nitroz get onto pretty low health in the boss fight, and then avoided getting the heart container. Because that is we're playing. Look, this is a Zelda game. This is a Zelda speedrun. Of course, we're going to be death abusing. Like, have you ever seen any other Zelda speedrun?
Shadows, Wind Waker.
This is par for the course. Yeah, like basically every 3D Zelda game has a death abuse somewhere.
Almost. Or voiding out or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Link likes to die, basically.
Yeah. So we're going to be seeing Darky doing their Nazao fight. In the meantime, Nitroz is just running around the overworld talking to Tingle and doing all the fusions with his brothers. This unlocks the magic boomerang. The magic boomerang's broken. We're going to be breaking dungeons with it later. But that's what we're doing in this section. Instead of getting the flippers, which takes longer, we get the magic boomerang instead.
Okay, the two death abuses tricks are gonna appear pretty soon on Nitro's side. Myth was talking about opening a door earlier, and we are gonna see that right away on Lon Lon Wrench. Oh, doing the Eslo buffer.
Eslo buffers, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're saving here because they advanced too late. And
oh no!
They weren't on the right frame, so they had to reset that attempt.
That's a shame. Also, lowering the bomb count.
If it does lower your bomb count. You don't need to enter and re-exit the farm on the re-attempt there, but they got the death abuse on the right frame. They have
doing classique.
Crazy. So. You need to die the frame that you open the door. It's frame perfect, and so we do these setups where you, when you're talking to, if you talk to Eslo, you can hold the button to talk to Eslo, and when Eslo's finished talking to you, he immediately starts talking to you again, but it always advances exactly 2 frames, so we can use that to slowly advance the bomb animation to see what frames it's on, and we just memorize what the frames look like, and then when we're on the right one, we just hold it up and let go of the talking to the Eslo button, and then it means that we always open the door on the same frame.
There's also another kind of setup.
Oh, we're going to be seeing Darky doing that the other setup in a second.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought Darky was on Eslo buffer too.
Oh, no. I don't think Eslo buffer's worth it in Lon Lon Ranch, especially as we saw Nitroz lost time. If Darky gets theirs first try, then it's going to be... it's going to help Darky catch up. All of this was in order to get Ocarina glitch. If we play the Ocarina, the frame that we enter a doorway, the animation for entering the doorway cancels playing the Ocarina, and playing the Ocarina cancels entering the doorway. So Darky's going for the other setup. This one doesn't involve doing Eslo buffers, but it does get a... This should still work.
Yeah, it should.
I've not had to try this before. He's saving just in case.
I've had it before, and it doesn't displace you or anything.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
they got theirs first try. Not as much time save as they would like to get.
I
whole
love
point
these
of-
setups though.
Yeah, the
They
whole
look
point
so
of getting
silly.
the ocarina glitch there. When you get ocarina glitch, it freezes time and it lets us jump onto that stump. The stump jumping onto it mechanics are a little bit broken, and if the game is running like normal and not in frozen time state, like what happens when you play the ocarina, then when you go near a portal, it updates a value in memory to tell the game, I'm the portal that you want to be jumping to, and here are my coordinates. So that you jump, when you do the jumping animation onto a portal, it makes Link jump towards the center of that portal. If you freeze time, when you enter a room for the first time, that coordinate is zeroed out. It's set to 0, 0. The 0, 0 coordinates in this game are the top left corner of the screen. So if we freeze time, that value doesn't update, and then when we jump onto the portal, it tries to jump us towards 0, 0, so it jumps us towards the top left-hand corner of the screen, instead of towards the center of the portal. And that's why we jump up the cliff instead.
Yeah, so very far northwest, basically. And also the frame perfect ocarina play, which is not that big of a deal. Right after jumping on the portal, you know. Because you get stuck onto it, yeah.
We need to play the ocarina to cancel the ocarina glitch when we jump off, because ocarina glitch is volatile when we soft lock. If we try and do most actions in the ocarina glitch state, bonking, jumping, rolling, talking to things, like all of those soft lock. So we need to cancel ocarina glitch, or do a screen transition to another room, because if you go to a different room, then you get a different state of ocarina glitch that is much safer. Nitros has got ocarina glitch right now. They've transitioned to a different room. They bonked. They didn't soft lock because we're in the safe version of ocarina glitch. But yeah, ocarina glitch is very versatile. We saw Nitros using it to avoid falling into the water. When you're in the ocarina glitch state, it wasn't just the time that gets frozen, but the certain other functions get frozen from running. One of them is the function that updates what the floor tile Link is currently on. So from the moment you get ocarina glitch, it assumes that that's the tile you're on all the time, and it never updates. So if you're on floor, you stay on floor. Even if you walk over water, the game thinks you're on regular floor.
Which is why Nitros acted like Jesus earlier to get to Temple of Droplets.
We'll see Darky doing it in a second. Just killing the Octo. They're going to be going for
another setup.
Another setup here.
Saving for safety.
To avoid having to do Ezolo buffers.
Okay.
Yeah, nice setup.
Ooh.
Oh, really fast ocarina glitch.
Yeah, I'm impressed, honestly.
Ocarina glitch, frame perfect. You have to press ocarina on the right frame, otherwise it doesn't work. And yeah, just nailing that first try, it's insane. We didn't see on Nitro's side the boomerang use. We used the boomerang on the boss door. The ocarina glitch was to go and get the boss key a little bit faster, because we want the boss key so that we can do the boss door clip with the boomerang. It lets us get out of bounds, and we use that to skip the vast majority of the dungeon and get to the Blue Chew fight instantly. There's only one thing we want in this dungeon, and it's the lantern, so that we can kill the boss. If we didn't need the lantern to kill Octo, then we wouldn't need to get the lantern in the run.
Oh yeah.
Immediately into Octo, but yeah, we need to kill the boss to get the element to continue the run.
The famed boss-specific item of Zelda games.
Yeah.
I think Darky is famously known for his way of doing ice puzzles. Do you agree?
They're extremely fast at it. They're very consistent. I don't think it's anything special that they're doing. They're just very consistent.
It's not special. They're just king on
I
ice.
try replicating it, but like no, they have com gold on this split, or at least they've had com gold on this split if they don't currently hold it.
Yeah, getting OG is very treacherous when owning com golds or not.
Yeah. Not much to say during that Blue Chew fight, by the way. That was just a quick like it's the same as the first boss. But what Nitros is doing now is Octoclip.
Ooh, the black sheep of the category.
We're going to be seeing if they get it first try. They go it first try.
Okay.
Insane.
Excuse us, Nitros. And probably ought to get the manip too.
Yeah, that's not the end of it. They are doing a RNG manipulation for the boss fight. All of that movement that they were doing with pushing the pot was with the right timing to enter this box with a known RNG value.
Yeah, because it's not enough to get a frame perfect trick. You have to manipulate RNG right after that.
Yeah, there's a few things that we need to do in this boss to manipulate the RNG. We looked at the rock patterns. Nitros had to do 3 rolls as determined by how the rocks fell. There's a little flowchart that we can use to see. It's either 3, 5, 6, or 8.
Indeed.
And yeah, you just look at specific things, and it's quite straightforward once you see the flowchart and follow the instructions. They're going to do a couple rolls here, stand here, watch for the rocks to fall. What we're going to get?
Okay,
that
rocks everywhere.
Think is 0.
Wasn't that a 2?
It's either the 0 or the 1. I don't. Oh, they got 2. Is that 2?
Yeah, because they didn't get hit, I think.
They didn't get hit, but the rocks fell everywhere.
Yeah, so
that wasn't the 2 pattern, but 2 worked.
But for me, when they don't get hit, it's either 2 or 8, I think. And so because there was rock on the left side, it was 2 instead of 8. But yeah,
that's no. There is one RNG pattern that causes the 2 roll, and that wasn't the pattern. They got one that isn't. That's much later in the advancement than we want, but they. I think I might know what the RNG value that they got, and 2 works, but also 0 works.
Ooh, okay, Darky.
One doesn't work. Darky is going for Octoclip.
With the new setup.
Yeah.
Again.
Third try?
Third try, yeah. Indeed.
Yeah.
Third try to struggle, but it's nice.
Third try is borderline if you're going to be able to maintain the RNG. I think I haven't tested it with the new minute because we have less RNG rolls to enter the fight, but I think that they'll be able to continue the RNG minute here. We'll see what rock patterns they get here and see if these are good. That looks like
a 3? No,
it looks like 5.
Yeah, 5. Because the A button was pelted by a rock.
Yeah, it's going to be really important that Darky gets the 0 ink to be able to keep pace with Nitros. If they don't get the RNG manipulation, the final boss, the final phase of the boss can shoot out ink and then bash around the walls for ages. Each time that happens, you lose 30 seconds. But each time that happens, I think that was the 8 roll?
Yeah, that's an 8. Okay, and going for an 8 indeed.
Yeah.
Would be fine.
Hopefully it's actually 8. It is 8. They do get the manipulation.
Okay, getting fast Octo and finishing the most annoying boss of the run. Next to Vati, of course.
Oh, yeah.
which we are gonna do another manip for in order to defeat him.
I've done a lot of data analysis for the run to like just find out some information about like how much time things take.
Yeah.
And on average, on the enter like to do octoclip, basically to split that we do octoclip on.
Yeah.
On average, people lose 25 seconds.
Oh, that is a lot indeed.
Yeah. Do you know
Especially
how much they lose in Swamp?
In Swamp, oh, so yeah, probably
You go for it,
15
have a guess
seconds.
if you want it. 15?
Yeah, 15 seconds.
28.
28. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that
Yeah.
is a lot.
Yeah. This is average over Com Gold.
Wow, even
Gold is
amongst top runners,
Yes.
that is
yeah.
crazy.
No, it's so easy to lose time in P-Hat. Even if you get the
Oh,
minute
yeah.
first try, the P-Hat can just screw you over.
Yeah, because of
just outside of your
subpixels
control.
misbehaving.
Yeah. No, that is the biggest delta between Com Gold and average time.
Yeah, that is a huge amount of time indeed.
In the whole run. The next closest ones are Vati 3. No, sorry, Vati 2, Vati 3, and I think early DHC. I can't think of anything else.
Isn't Vati 3 arm plant like a something like 15 seconds delta?
It's up to 13 seconds of time loss.
13, that's a lot,
just
yeah.
due to RNG. The difference
Both
between
arms?
fastest possible and both of them in total. It's
Yeah, in total, okay.
yeah. The difference between getting perfect RNG and the arms going to the ground instantly and the maximum possible time delay before they actually put their arm in the ground, 13 seconds.
Yeah.
I do believe that is just the theoretical value, and that it can actually be bigger depending on if they trigger a swipe attack, a couple frames before it's due to end, and then it would last even longer because it has to wait for that to end before it then it actually puts its thing into the ground.
Ooh.
So, Palace of Winds. Yeah. We didn't really see Nitros get there, but we just do a couple of Ocarina glitches. Darky's going to be doing that, but Nitro's going through the first part of Palace of Winds.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Quick backup from Nitros there. Yeah, the Wizard fight got out of hand, but they did manage to not take any extra cycles doing that.
Yeah, really quick thinking from Nitro's parts. And also, Palace of Winds, a very demanding flow-wise dungeon, and also in terms of health, honestly. Like, you can get really low on health during yoke fights, so you have to watch out during the dungeon.
Yeah, you do not want to take damage in the section. Is Nitros going for what I think they're going for?
Okay.
They're going for my my setup here for stair clip. You fall off before riding the platform. The reason why we fall off is to reset our subpixel value to a known position, and yeah, I've come up with a new one where we fall off before riding the platform because we have some downtime there. Might as well fall off before. But the trick is the moving platform is a bit chaotic, but there's a really reasonable setup that I managed to figure out that's easy to do, and yeah. Nitros replicated that nicely. Oh yeah, little shout out back to Cave of Flames with angle retention. We do another angle retention here. Warble Hop.
Shout out to 2019.
Yeah, angle retention and cane shot the hole to get a diagonal cane jump, and yeah, breaks us out of bounds onto layer 2.
Or can you mention the way dungeon worked before World of Hop?
Oh, it's awful. It's so horrendous. There's 2 frame perfect ocarina glitches that you get off of cutscenes, and they're one shots. If you don't play the ocarina on the right frame as a cutscene's about to begin, then you lose 2 minutes. Yeah, it was brutal. It basically killed anyone's desire to go for world record in this game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting rid of those and replacing them with faster strats is just one of the best things to happen to the game.
Indeed. Nitro's getting dangerously low on health there.
Yeah,
so is going to go for the fairy.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they're doing boss door clip again. So this is only the halfway point of the dungeon, but they're going to be using the this to skip directly to the boss fight. You can use either the boomerang or the lantern to get a boss door clip, and we'll see them using the boomerang, because you can use the boomerang to get a fairy of the spark. Saves
yeah. I love using the lantern there because you have so little to think about hand-wise.
Oh yeah, the lantern is optimally faster to do it with, because you it's kind of an automatic thing. With the boomerang, you need to be holding it for the right duration, and if you release it too early, then you screen transition to the next room and it kills the trick, and you your run's basically over because it takes 3 to 5 minutes to get to Georg from that point instead of the 10 seconds.
It's so funny that such an easy strat is so risky.
Yeah. This is why you go for the lantern though, because it's basically a frame perfect release of the button press, but you don't need to do it, it's your automatic.
Okay, maybe we are going to see patternless, cloneless Georg.
Yeah, Georg is a very, very tricky boss. The RNG gets absolutely brutal in this third phase. It requires such fast reaction to be able to react in time to what the boss is doing, and sometimes the RNG is just so brutal it won't let you actually have enough time to react to what's going on.
Oh, okay.
Nitro's getting bailed out there with the cloneless pattern. They didn't. They got hit as they were trying to create their clones, but they can just do a sickle slash and hit the item position that they are in. Not that bad of a Georg fight, honestly, for Nitros, given the RNG that they got. They managed to save some time over how bad it could have been. Yeah, it's pretty much a 2-minute gap. It's been like that for a while now, but yeah, Darky is 2 minutes behind.
And also, Nitros was right to get that fairy because of losing 2.25 hearts there. Would have probably lost him the fights. I don't know on how many health Nitros was sitting.
2.5. He would have survived on a quarter.
Oh yeah, on a quarter.
Yeah, you don't want to be surviving on a quarter.
Yeah,
but technically it would have been more optimal to not go for the fairy. But I don't think anyone in that position would have skipped that fairy.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely know I wouldn't have been. I'm equipping boomerang and I'm grabbing that fairy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My rule of thumb for my level of Georg is either you're on 4 hearts or a little bit less, or you take a fairy. For me personally.
Yeah. Yeah, Callus has to go pretty bad in my calculation for you to be on low enough health that you want to get the fairy. Very clean fight from Darky. Not the best luck. But like that third cycle, very, very clean. It's just unfortunate at the end there that they didn't get the cloneless pattern that they were like hoping for.
And ferryless too.
Yeah. If
Getting
anyone's
a
wondering,
nice enough
about
palace.
the stats for the cloneless eye patterns, it's a 50-50. Half
Between
of the
cloneless and
patterns.
not?
Yeah, half of the eye patterns are cloneless. Half of them can't be cloneless.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even
Because
with
there's four
York facing to the right? Or...
Yes, it's the same.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know, actually. Should look into it.
Actually, I'm not too sure. It might be 3 out of 4. I haven't looked, but that section of the fight is scripted. It's basically done exactly the same way, regardless. So you don't care about clones patterns at that point because you're gonna have clones already spawned because of how we do the fight. The only time where cloneless eyes actually factor in is when it's in the vertical position, when the eyes are at the top of the boss.
Ooh, Darky doing a sort of hitbox manipulation to hit the moblin there. Slashing to
the slash to hit the spear.
Yeah, to the left.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I never seen anyone do that. I mean, I didn't notice, probably.
One of the things with hitboxes as well is that hitboxes get once they've interacted with something, they get invulnerability frames. Basically, they won't interact with something else for a period of time. So if you sword slash
that's the reason.
Spear, if you sword slash the spear, the sword makes contact with the spear. The spear can overlap Link's hitbox, but won't damage Link.
So that's like clanking, just like in Smash Bros. For those who play Smash.
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't make it in time for Nitros, but can we do the obligatory joke for Darky?
Oh, resetting the game, yeah.
I hope Darky doesn't reset his game.
Yeah, no, there's
this
going to be a
point in the run.
cutscene, and Darky's. A lot of the time we get to this point of the run and just decide to reset.
Yeah. Happens to the best of us.
Nitro's doing a quick strat here. Cutscene walking. We activate the cutscene for freeing these NPCs the same time that we open a text box for the first time, and then we just chain them one after the other, and it allows us to walk during the cutscene instead of being frozen in place. Nitro's getting the a very, very nice stair clip at the beginning of the HC. They did a sub-pixel manipulation. Their movement was exactly perfect to be able to get that, and the moblin stayed out of the way.
And also the hard one too. Because there's an easier one I do where you stop after the transition.
Yeah. It's slightly safer to go for, but it just loses too much time. Honestly, this one's more viable to go for. Quick before that, cannonless.
On strats.
They're gonna get it. Yep, they get it.
Yeah, nice.
Right.
GG Nitros.
The stair clip setup that they're going for now is honestly a lot safer to go for than it used to be, because Toads realize that if you just boot dash in place but don't actually dash, like you just charge it for a couple seconds, like a couple frames or like a split second, whilst you're in that charging up speed animation, you don't get knockback from the moblin when it hits you. So if you're going for it and the moblin looks like it's going to come and attack you, which is kind of easy to spot, you can just quickly charge your boots for a second as you just before you get hit, and then you still get hit, but you don't get knocked back. So your position doesn't get screwed up by the moblin, which is
So
great.
do your subpixels also. And yeah, I remember clips of Toads going for it and like getting hit for 3 seconds in a row from the moblin and just not moving and actually getting the clip.
Yeah. Oh no. Darky got the pixel that doesn't work, and they have to do a backup where they do a boot bonk. And as they did it, they didn't hold diagonal.
But getting it instantly after that.
Yeah, but then they got
the
lucky.
50-50.
Yeah, it's 49.
49?
I think
Ooh.
I can't remember what I calculated.
Oh, because of the button. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's I figured out the there's a range of subpixel values that work, and I think it's 46 maybe. It's almost 50-50 basically, but it's slightly favored towards not working.
That's interesting.
Ever so slightly.
Okay, Darky getting bomb strat 2, classic. And Nitro's maybe doing a manip for this part of the dungeon, maybe not, I don't know.
Yeah.
Setup.
I don't see anyone really going for the manipulation in DHC. I think the only real worth thing for going for this manipulation is just to get the fast Darknut fight. The fast chainsaw fight in this.
Yeah.
Which Nitros does get. They're in the right spot, so they could have possibly been going for an RNG minute here.
Okay.
And I'm honestly not seeing that much worth continuing it from this point. Yes, you can manipulate the red Darknut in the that's going to come up in a bit. We don't need to manipulate the black Darknut because it's a quick kill. That's completely RNG independent.
Yeah, but there's also the Darknut right after it.
The red Darknut as well, I don't really see it ever being an issue.
Yeah, because you can get it stuck in the corner by jumping diagonally.
The movement.
I see.
Nitros doesn't clip into the right spot, but does get a very clean backup there on that Black Knight.
Okay. Nice. And Darky starting this part of the castle too, on his side. Maybe doing the manip? We'll see.
Yeah, honestly, with the time losses and time gains that they've been getting, it's still staying at that 2-minute time gap.
Nice.
It's going to be really, really difficult for Darky to be able to catch up at this point. It's completely in Nitros's court at this point. They've got to not make any mistakes, and they've got this match in hand.
Okay, east, south.
So they get the angle retention off of the fire bar, and
very nice.
Yeah, super clean setup from them there.
Last time using the diagonal properties of the game. And Darky finishing his last OG of the game. So Nitros is gonna start the famed Vati manip. Where you manip basically 3 mini-boss rooms in a row in order to get to Vati, trying to get Zelda unstuck from her stone prison, and then fight the 3 phases of Vati. Okay. So the difficult part is gonna come from the second room, starting on, and then there's a 3 Darknut fights, which we have to basically manipulate for it to go as good as we can.
Yeah, I just looked up my stats, and Nitros is 13 seconds behind the PB.
Oh, very interesting. So it could be up to Vati 3 to decide
honestly,
whether they PB or not.
if they get super clean fight, the thing is their PB also nailed all of the Vati minutes and got a very clean Vati 3. So a 127 is
Oh my god.
gonna be oh no, they don't get the Dark Knight minute. So they are gonna have to do this fight unmanipulated.
Yeah, fair
Didn't
and square.
quite see what happened there.
Dark Souls style. Yeah, probably the Keaton room or something like
I
that.
just noticed Darky doesn't have the angle retention, so they're gonna have to push this pot and
Oh yeah,
and go the other way.
that's a shame.
Losing a few seconds there, but this Dark Nut fight really not what. Oh, Nitros
Ooh,
almost getting hit by the little spin attack that the
very
Dark Nuts
scary
go
there.
for. That does 6 hearts of damage. That would have killed him.
6? Wow.
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't
at least
know.
from the Black Knight it does. I don't know. Maybe it's less from the red ones.
Oh yeah, probably.
I think it's
Yeah.
only 4, but it would have definitely killed. Nitros 3 hearts.
Yeah, kind of
Unmanipulated
panicking a
Vati.
little bit.
No fairy.
It's all up
Darky's
to the-
already past the saving quit. If Nitros dies here, they sacrifice it.
Thankfully, there's a fairy in the top, the bottom right corner.
Yeah, I absolutely will see Nitros going for that that fairy to make sure that they don't die.
And already
they went for
getting
the-
hearts.
Yeah, they went for the health in the top left pot.
Okay. Yeah, Vati 1 unmanipped can be quite annoying, teleporting everywhere and basically shooting fire every time he gets, every chance he gets. Vati 2 is going to be much worse in
Darky
spamming projectiles.
entering the Dark Nut fight.
Okay. Still manipping it. And it
Yeah, Nitros
looks
has a
nice.
big advantage here. I think there's still, like, Darky just doesn't have enough time, even with an absolutely flawless, like, Vati manipulation. Nitros are going to have to get really, absolutely brutally bullied by Vati 2 to not keep onto their lead at this point.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Like, every runner who runs this game hates this boss. This is the most unlike boss in the game because of just the sheer hatred it has for players. It will do everything in its power to ruin your run.
To snag away 30 seconds from your PB run.
Yeah, very, very good fight from Nitros. Like they're on the final phase right now. They're playing it safe here. They're going to let it move around.
That's smart.
Make second moves. Yeah, nice.
And going to finish up Vati 2.
Yeah, Darky's done a great job with the manipulation so far. This looks like semis.
Yeah, it's definitely semis variant. So Vlak and semis. And going to enter Vati 2 fight, manipping it, beginning from the right side. So basically at this point, Darky is gonna position himself very carefully and will slash at the right time and shoot arrows at the right times in order to unveil patterns which he already knows because of the RNG going his way. So that's the beauty of Vati 2 manipped, which we are maybe going to see in its entirety if Vati 2 behaves. Okay.
Ooh, I think the extra bow usage showed that his timing was wrong, and I don't like the position on the
Oh my god. What a pattern.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah.
Every pattern works.
Oh yeah.
Every I say this. Every pattern works.
Vati is Georg.
Yeah. But yeah, Nitros in Vati 3 right now. They are still.
Oh, trying for portal items.
Yeah,
for
trying
the
to go for the
swag
portal
strat.
items. getting absolutely bullied by the arm there. The arm was in the different animation state, which makes it invulnerable to getting hit by the cane. The eye is just running away. It doesn't want to get hit with the boomerang.
Nitros was hoping for the boomerang to catch him on his way back.
Yeah, the eye fleeing for its life.
Very pesky. Okay, not doing portal items this time. Doing a blind boomerang, catching it. 8 slashes and it should be it. And we are on the last cycle of the run.
Yeah, Nitros has about a minute, just over a minute advantage here.
It should be trivial from this point on.
Yeah, at this point, it's going to be GG's for Nitros. They're doing the tennis phase right now, and yeah, Darky has the whole boss fight to contend with first. Extremely clean, quick hit with the Darky going into the first arm though.
Oh yeah.
Nitros did their 2 volleys back. This is going to be the third one, and that's going to be time for Nitros. That's
29. That's crazy.
Their timer says 1:28.56.
Yeah, 28.56.
Yeah.
Not quite PB, but was a incredibly good run.
PB. Yeah, they were going into the Vati fights 15 seconds behind their PB, and their PB has like a perfect Vati section as well, so it's going to be hard to stay close to it.
Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, pretty brutal Dark Nut section, but this is not over. Nitros was the winner of the losers bracket coming into the grand finals, and Darky was the winner of the winners bracket.
So it's reset now.
So we have a bracket reset.
Oh my god!
We are going to game 2. We're going to the decider.
So cool. Can't wait to see the other one.
Darky had been undefeated so far in the tournament. Now they are both on 1 loss so far in the tournament.
The king is dethroned.
It is the decider. We are coming immediately into match 2. I don't know if we're gonna just jump straight into it.
Are both runners?
Do I need to just throw up another race room? I might need to set this up.
That would be crazy. Aren't they gonna drink a
Price
coffee
has already set
or
it
something?
up. Excellent, yeah.
For that.
Nice.
Oh my god, what a race. Also, Darky losing to Nitros, but displaying a beautiful Vati 1 into Vati 2 manip fully there. Well, not exactly fully, but last cycle Vati 2 was almost like very decent. Not that I could replicate it, but yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they gonna come in the channel or just restart it directly?
Are we going? I don't think we're going to be doing a interviews for this. I think we'll save the interviews for game after game 2.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can interview Nitros, ask him, are you ready to kick DarkySquid butt?
All right, we need file names for this one.
Let it be Lon Lon and Wrench.
Lon Lon Wrench.
Yeah, maybe we ought to have another link.
Oh no, we just need to do a reset. Okay, yeah, our comm feeds. We just needed to do a quick reset to get ready for the second.
Yeah, just
match.
reload the page and okay. Nice.
Yeah, they're setting up Lon Ranch.
Yeah, Lon Ranch. Oh, I dare both runners to play on dark mode.
2-minute break. Yeah, everyone who was excited for the end of match 1, now's the time. Go have your hygiene breaks. Go get a drink. Stand up, stretch, do everything you need to do. We're going to be starting this match momentarily, and then yeah, you're not going to be missing anything in the first 10 minutes or so. So take a break.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm going to get myself a cup of water.
Yes, yeah. We'll be finishing up this match in a good hour 35 hour, just over an hour and a half. So make sure you're around for the end of this match.
Yeah. Okay. Be right back. Ouais, vas-y. C'est la dernière fois, là, c'est pas le potage. Le père de mon père.
Alright, and off they go.
Fais des boules de taille égale, aplatis-les avec le rouleau jusqu'à presque translucide. Presque translucide. Et c'est bon.
Right, we wish good luck to both of our runners as they begin game 2. Is all to play for. Whoever wins this match wins the whole tournament.
C'est des farites.
Des nanes. D'accord.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the break. Got myself a little glass of juice. Okay. What sound do you have? NitrozSR or Darky?
There's a little music indicator next to whoever is having their audio out on the stream.
Oh, okay. Let me see. I don't see it. I'm just seeing whichever is on. You have NitrozSR audio. Yeah, okay. Let me get NitrozSR audio. Okay, so very difficult RNG manipulation going soon. That both runners are gonna probably fail, I think.
Oh yeah, this is just a brutal RNG manipulation at this point. Yeah, we need this rupee, and if you don't get it, it's a 2-minute time loss. So we'll see if our runners get this this minute.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah, it's an extremely tiny odds of getting it.
Oh my god!
They both got it. Oh,
there's no way.
Insane. Oh my, they're on world record pace.
Isn't like a 1 in 20 chance of getting this rupee?
I haven't looked at the values.
But definitely slim.
Yeah. What? Do you know something that's really odd?
Yeah. Tell me.
You can get a red rupee from those pots,
Oh yeah, that's
but
true.
only if you leave the house first.
Oh yeah, because of the
A flag gets set when you leave the house for the first time, and that flag modifies the drop tables. There are certain game progression flags throughout the game that will update things like drop tables and stuff like that. And yeah,
like the kinstone bag.
yeah, like Kinstone bag and stuff like that. But yeah, the flag set when you leave the house sets the flag, like adjust the drop tables for pots to say, yeah, red rupees they can drop. So there is an RNG manipulation that gets a that gets a red rupee from the house at the beginning of the run. It's unfortunately slower, but you know, it works.
There's also the very peculiar menu thing you can do to advance our RNG without increasing the time, which Kato does sometimes.
Yeah. So the manipulation that we all do does 2 rolls before entering that first room.
Which
and
is not optimal.
It's not optimal. Ideally, you would do 3 rolls. But if we do 3 rolls, the RNG is at the wrong value and we don't get the item that we want. So, yeah, if we sit and wait on the title screen, RNG advances on the title screen. And if we wait for a set amount of time and then load the file, it will advance RNG to a value that we know from that point will work. If we do 3 rolls, we'll get a blue rupee, and you know it saves what, like a quarter of a second.
Yeah, so basically we trick the rules of the game to spend more time on the menu screen in order to advance RNG, because the leaderboard says that times begin at file select.
Instead of power on.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be timing
Button
well, I mean,
mashing at
sure,
the
I
very
guess we could be timing
I guess, yeah.
I guess we could be timing from power on after we've made the file.
I mean, it's more interesting that way. I love that this kind of way of interacting with the rules exist. Also, I'm seeing that the run right before, both runners restarted at a slightly different times, but now it seems pretty synchronized.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-second difference.
I think Darky
before.
was slightly behind.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
But now it's like half a second between both of them. So, very cool. Okay. So, as we mentioned the run before, health matters a lot, especially at the start, and you don't want to get hit by all the mobs running amok high roll.
Yeah. They both got hit twice in this section so far.
Ooh, thrice now.
Yeah, well, luckily for Nitros, that was like a damage boost in the direction that we want. And another one, like, not super nice that you're getting these damage boosts, but at least they're like positive and slightly helping. But like overall, they're not saving time from that. Darky had the chance to do a little overtake there.
Yeah. As long as Deepwood Shrine goes nicely, you basically save time if you go for these damage boosts.
Yeah, it's not great when you want to do a roll immediately afterwards, but like there are certain sections where like you roll and then you want to do a little bit of a walk to get like around a wall or something like that, and then roll in the next like like after you pass that point. If you get damage boost in that tiny section that you would be walking, you move faster than walking, so you do save time. But if you're like rolling and you're in an open space and you want to do another roll immediately afterwards, if you get damage boosted, you're not rolling, so it's slower. All right, are we going to see
The fated one cycle.
Yeah, early cycle lily pad.
Or maybe we're gonna see a transform back into human. I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to press the roll too early to get like that shrink. But
Very, very close.
I thought Darky was gonna get it for a second there.
I was looking
like
at Nitros.
Yeah. Yeah, both of them were frames off getting it. That's it's a borderline TAS only strat. We have seen it in runs extremely infrequently, but if you get it, it's not huge either. It saves 3.5 seconds, but there's no disadvantage to go for it because otherwise you're just waiting on an auto scroller.
Yeah.
They are synced. They are just absolutely synced right now.
To the roll at this point. It's very nice because this helps us see like what roll pass differences make over a long time.
Yeah. Very nice roll strat into the ladder, rolling sideways into the ladder. You kind of like grab it a little bit, like halfway up, and then yeah, you can just climb up the ladder straight away. Very tight positioning though to get that that roll. I think it's a 3-pixel vertical height.
Yeah, it's not trivial. Like you can totally miss it if you're not careful enough. So yeah, they're both on track to get sub 57 enter again, honestly.
Yeah, they've had extremely tight ones. Yeah, 56, both of them. Yeah.
That is crazy, the consistency that both runners have currently.
Nitro's going for a different way around the room, specifically because they saw that one of the slugs was in a position that tells us that we want to do it
Oh yeah,
clockwise.
mirrored
Otherwise, you
movements.
could do it anti-clockwise.
It is crazy how synced they are currently.
It's so close between them. We're just we're just mesmerized right now. How close these two are.
And 10 minutes in, by the way.
Yeah.
I hope it continues until like Kreno or something.
Yeah, honestly it can. I mean there's still a lot of RNG in this section, so like an enemy can just knock one of them off. And you can see like that they're doing exactly the same. Oh no! I just rolled up.
The desync, starting from this very unfortunate misinput from Nitros.
Yeah, something Nitros is going to be frustrated about happening, but it's not the end of the world. There are 50 billion things that can go wrong in this run that is going to change things up. Losing a couple seconds here is not something they're going to be too worried about.
Yeah, but that's the very difficult thing about running this game, is small mistakes you're not accustomed to kinda build up on your mental strength and take a toll to your motivation to do better later in the run. And this accumulates after 1 hour and 30 minutes of running time. So yeah, frustration is a big factor there. Especially when you reach Fortress and Swamp and you start to fail manips, get bad p-hat subpixels. This can totally affect your mood, your playstyle.
It's completely down to the runner as well. Like, some runners can just feel down and dejected by like having a bad run and just not wanting to continue it. And when they're on a good run, like they have that fire lit under them that they're going to nail it. They're going to go for everything and nail everything. Like the determination to keep going. Or it can be the other way round. It can be like when you've got a bad run and you're just like, you know what? From this point on, I'm golding these splits. I'm going to see how good a time I could get, despite all of the the time loss you get. Or you can be on the run of your life and you just let the nerves get to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nerves, huge factor there. And as we saw before, by the way, Nitro's kind of panicking on the Darknut room, but thankfully clutching it and winning the race. I mean, fighting 3 Darknuts at once is not an easy task, but, you know.
Yeah, I'll be curious to know if Nitroz knew what the state of the game is. This is any percent. This isn't randomizer. Our runners could be tuning into the string. We saw Nitroz pop in during the first game just to point something out that happened. They could be paying attention to the race, and in that case, they could have known like, hey, I've got a 2-minute advantage here. If anything goes wrong in the Vati fight, which has a serious chance of happening, then like it's not the end of the world. I can still clutch out this win. Yeah,
they typed in chat, didn't they?
Yeah, they were pointing out some like a pot roll that they got a fluke kind of cool strat that can happen. Pretty brutal RNG for Nitroz in this section. Getting hit a lot. You can see the lead Darky starting to build up now.
Yeah, ahead by 1 room currently.
Yeah. Darky, their PB they set in the match against me, where the match they won to advance to the grand finals less than a week ago. So Darky's someone who, absolutely in a race can just be on PB pace and just nail it out for the take it all the way to the end.
Yeah, not really a nerves guy. I mean, it can depend, but runners have good and bad days, yeah. But I mean, currently they both have been running kind of perfectly. Like, what have they missed really in terms of strats? Oh yeah, lever clip, right?
Darky struggled
side.
with the it was the P hat, which is kind of outside of your control.
Oh yeah, P hats.
They missed the kinstone manipulation. They didn't get the kinstone, but it's not unreasonable to miss that because of the delay that you're trying. Like it's very fiddly, and you are trying to artificially add a delay to what you're doing. But if you delay it frames too late, you won't get the kinstone drop from it, and that's what happened to Darky. It's kind of a calculated risk that you have to go for to get that manipulation to work more reliably. Darky messed up the lever clip. I really don't think they messed up anything else for the rest of the run.
They did
They did solidly throughout
I'm just thinking of Octoclip. Darky got it third try.
Third try. That's
Nitro's first.
like it's really something special if you're not making any mistakes, any major mistakes throughout the entire run after Ocarina, other than a third try.
Yeah, it's crazy, honestly.
Yeah.
Maybe mob RNG on both sides. Kind of.
Oh, I guess
the run.
enemy fights and stuff when like to varying different degrees
Yeah.
of success.
Indeed.
Darky is on a better run that they were on last run. They're about 2 seconds ahead.
Yeah, getting a 16 part element off elements, which, as Myth said before, is not an easy feat. I love these quick menus that both runners are doing, navigating.
It's so hard to menu in
Yeah,
this game. You don't
absolutely.
understand until you run it. If you press two different buttons on the same frame, if you start pressing them on the same frame, they cancel each other out.
Mhm.
You try and press right and A on the same frame, they cancel. If you press, up and right to like try and do a diagonal, no, they cancel each other, and the input's just eaten. So you need to separate your inputs by at least one frame.
Yeah. Also, interestingly enough, menu, one of the only interfaces in the game where you can actually buffer inputs. Is that correct?
I mean, all actions on the menu occur in one frame, so there is nothing to buffer. You press right one frame, then A, and then down, and then right, and then B, or whatever, one frame apart. That's what the task is programmed to do the menus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking of the visual, and it can be misleading.
It looks like
yeah.
it's delayed a few frames for like the
Indeed.
animations or whatever, but like that you the inputs are just executed on one frame, so then immediately on the next frame you can just do the next input.
But yeah, as Myth said, basically when you have to navigate through diagonals in the menu, you have to kind of mash really the D-pad in order to get where you want to be. So kind of difficult to navigate. Okay, both runners still one room apart, like before.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
I mean, Nitros is not on a bad pace. A 2055, not fantastic. Like, you kind of don't want to be on a pace like this, but anyone who's on a sub 21 wouldn't be resetting at this point. Unless you're literally going for world record, and then it's like, well, I'm probably like 10, 12-ish seconds behind world record. I kind of don't like this pace. No, you would still
That's being picky.
That is so picky. You would absolutely be like continuing a pace like this. The pace Nitros has is not bad at this point. Darky just has an insanely good pace. I'm so curious as to like what the best time is at this point. Enter Krenel, the best time ever is Toads. They had a 2038, and Darky has a 2044. They're 6 seconds behind best pace ever.
Ooh, are you calculating like a total of com subs?
Yeah. Not com subs. Com subs is a 2030.
Okay.
Plan, but that's because that's
it's com subs.
Every best split ever.
Every gold.
Yeah.
which Myth has carefully evaluated in many streams over.
Yeah, I'll be adding from the last race. I think someone may have com-golded, so like these runs are getting added to the sheet to see if we saw any com-golds. This week we've had 2 com-golds set.
Holy damn.
Yeah, so like, yeah, the community Sum of Best is improving every time these runners play.
I assume you don't take com golds from only PBs, but from every streamed run, right?
Any streamed run that's like a sub 135.
Yeah.
I've honestly not done it for a lot of the tournament matches because everyone's been getting like 133s, 132s, or whatever's, and it's like there's a lot of runs like that, and no one's really been close to com golds on them. So I've been lazy.
Oh no, Myth has not done the painstaking, difficult calculations that everyone needs.
If you do a race in under an hour 30, I'm adding it to the sheet though.
Yeah, lot of work to go through, like, what is it, like 32 matches of a tournament and evaluating every split of every runner. Yeah, huge work. Okay. Ooh,
Darky getting
Darky.
bullied by the enemies. There's like 2 P-hats just coming in from both sides.
And
Didn't throw
unlike
back.
the previous run, they did not get the additional bomb drop.
No, neither of them got
From the rock.
bombs. But Darky's used an extra bomb. Oh yeah, because it got knocked out of his hand. So he's 1 bomb down, which is going to be fine for this section, but will have the effect of, at the very end of the run, when they're doing the Vati manipulation, a shell is going to drop before they grab the boss key, which is going to add an extra text box.
Oh, and also, if you end up on 0 bombs, aren't enemies gonna drop like kinstones, messing up the manip?
No, we're very fortunate that doesn't happen. But
Oh.
theoretically, yes, that can happen. But when you're on that, when you're on that different drop table, it doesn't cause any kinstones to drop.
Okay, that's crazy.
would
I
themselves
always
be
assumed that
guaranteed.
you had to be on 1 bomb at least in order to begin at least Vlax's manip.
I haven't checked everyone's manip. From what I can tell, Vlax still drops a shell in the same position, but none of the enemies drop different items. I think. Oh, a heart doesn't drop from the last enemy.
Oh yeah, right.
I haven't checked Navi Lens, which is the other manip that people go for in the Darknet room. I haven't checked. I don't know if the RNG is going to be any different there. I know that when you kill definitely when you kill the Darknuts, it's on a different RNG value because you do a different number of rolls to get to the doorway. So it will be different. I just don't know. I don't know if anyone's tested that to see. I wouldn't be surprised if it has no effect.
By the way, Navilin's proposing a manip for this run, but not having an actual leaderboard time. Am I correct? They do? They didn't submit it, probably?
They did a long time ago. As far as I'm aware, they've only got they've only have submitted runs for
Old Struts, maybe?
For Four Swords Adventures is the only game that they're submitting for.
Yeah, right,
nowadays
they're
already.
known for that.
Yeah. No, they've been around in the Minish Cap community for a very long time. They were the first person to come up with the idea of making a setup for Lake Door.
Oh, interesting.
And then they originally came up with one which was fine, but then Yadra, who is a glitch hunter in Four Swords Adventures, and also did a lot of glitch hunting in Minish Cap, they came up with the Lon. Sorry, not the Lon. The Lake Door setup that we used.
Yeah, Lake Hylia, Death Abuse.
Yeah, they were extremely important at the time of Flipper's Skip when Toads discovered boss door clipping with the magic boomerang and with the lantern. They helped to formalize the route, the old route that we used to do to get to the Blue Warp and with the Scissor Beetle fight. That whole setup, that was them.
Oh my god. Yeah, Four Swords Adventures and Minish Cap both having practically the same game structure. Am I right on that?
It's quite different, but it's similar enough.
Yeah, similar enough. Four Swords on GameCube, right?
Yes.
Never played it,
played
so...
with Game Boys as controllers.
Yeah, okay.
Nitro's doing a fantastic job of catching up to Darky throughout Krenel.
Yeah, even up to the room they're in. On track to do the models of fights and getting to angle retention soon enough. Maybe Darky is gonna get a bomb drop from this bomb. This would be actually very helpful.
Oh, they get a bomb drop, but they don't stay in the room long enough to
yeah, you have to play to your odds.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... I think it would have been a stretch for Darky to try and stay in the room to, wait for a bomb drop.
Yeah.
I think you're just pushing your luck there.
Yeah, indeed.
Really good fight from Nitros as well. I think they got a little bit extra luck.
Which runner goes for the going through fire strats again?
Whoa.
Quo, oh my god.
Because it's optimal for the task by a few frames.
Optimal for the task.
Yeah. It's technically human viable, but I don't see how it really being worth.
Oh, hovering on the platform again.
Yeah.
Getting a nice beetle RNG.
Right, watch Nitros, see if they get the... No, they didn't get the...
roll lift?
No pot roll lifts this time.
Oh, that's a shame. I think I've got it in once in every run yeah. In my
if you see
run
the task,
history.
The task does get a pot roll lift off of the...
2 times in a row, right? Is it possible?
It picks up and throws one and then roll lifts the second one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so angle retention again. We destroyed that loading zone. Go at the out of bounds and start up the spike shoe fight.
You know,
pretty standard.
We're really fortunate that this even works when you put the pillar over the the loading zone tile. It reads jump data to decide what the tile type should be when you move
jump data.
It reads jump data because it's going to an offset and then it's going backwards from that to determine what what tile type it should be setting to, and it just so happens that it's actually a walkable tile.
Oh my
It
god.
could have not been a walkable tile. That data that it could be reading could have been associated to something completely unrelated that's filled with data that's telling it, oh, this is some solid wall collision. Then we wouldn't be able to do this. This would not work.
So this is only due to like a sort of coding contingency.
I mean, it's just happenstance. Yeah, it just so happens that the address that it's looking at, it's filled with data that tells the game that whatever the tile is there could be a walkable zero collision tile.
Yeah.
Welcome, Tomper, constructor of the TAS, destroyer of
Ooh.
Minish Cat.
I'm not seeing the chat right now, but hello, Tompa. Yeah, by the way, the time of the TAS is really crazy compared to the world records.
Yeah, it's over 10 minutes. Well, no, it's not quite 10 minutes faster. It's almost 10 minutes faster.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
When it,
I think it's a 17, 40,
it
something
was,
like that.
it's a 1:17:19
Ooh.
or 20 or something like that.
But it's from game start instead of loading.
No, I did the timing from.
Oh yeah,
RPA.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, for TAS timing's different timing.
I
I
see.
can't remember what the TAS timing is because timing also goes to last input as well.
Yeah, maybe I was remembering the task timing.
Yeah, it's 1:17:21. When as it was close to being finished, it was 1 minute faster than record, but then Toads improved the world record, so yeah. But still, that's there's a huge there's a huge gap between what's possible and what the human limit is. There's still all of that time to try and improve. Like Palace.
Yeah.
There is a
Thanks
task route
to-
in Palace that saves a lot of time that
Oh,
no
yeah.
one goes for because it's awful.
OG boosting and such.
Yeah, I considered it for the tournament. It's
Yeah, you told.
it's hard. Yeah, I've managed to get it a few times, but it's just not. It's not consistent enough, honestly. Octoclip's gonna decide the race at that point, so yeah.
And it sucks to fail also.
Oh yeah, it's brutal. Ruins the run. Yeah, if we could figure out a better setup, which honestly, it's been years of that trick being around, and we could come up with setups for it. No setups being found, so probably not going to happen.
Yeah, some kind of Eslo trigger, I don't know.
So
If
both
we
these.
could buffer.
Yeah, I tried looking for for Eslo buffer setups. You can only buffer movement from an Eslo buffer. You can't buffer
An OG.
item You can't buffer item users button
Yeah,
presses.
that's a shame.
So yeah, that's the down. Otherwise, yeah, we would have had it 10 years ago. Both our runners on very good paces out of Fire Element. Darky having the advantage here. Darky having they're 10 seconds ahead of their PB. They have a very good Earth Element time. Fire Element time here.
Yeah, I think on the run before that, at this point, Darky got approximately the same pace for Fire Elements, and it started to go down from P-Hat on.
Nitro's moving the rock beetle
Oh yeah.
1 pixel too low, so they're gonna have to. They lose
Ouch.
about 6 seconds with the rock beetle standing up, moving, and then sitting down. That's a 6-second time. Darky gets Chrono Clip first try.
Okay, nice.
Not going from the keyhole. Nitros also gets the Chrono Clip. Are they going to be going for McGee, or are they going to try and claw back that little bit of time, or are they going to play it safe?
Okay, we'll see. Oh no. No Mukiho for the end of this tournament. At least you succeeded at yours. Which was kinda cool, honestly. That's funny that DarkySquid calls Chrono Clip Beetle Clip in his splits.
Yeah. I mean, you are using a beetle to clip.
I'm going to rename my splits now.
Oh, if you haven't seen the TAS and you just want to see one thing in the TAS, watch Chrono Clip.
Oh yeah, I've seen
the
that.
beetle movement is insane. It's
Like
so cool.
no bottle state.
There's no way anyone is getting that RTA. I didn't even think that was possible for the TAS, and Tomba grinded that out and managed to get it to work. It's insane.
Yeah, like the 2-cycle beetle with push value retention being kind of crazy, holding it for as long as possible without the bottle state, which is, by the way, the way I like to drive. If you didn't know.
Bottleless?
Bottle state. I mean, it's a DUI joke.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, disclaimer, kids,
Okay.
don't do that.
There is one thing that the TAS does that I think might be RTA viable. Actually, no. Thinking about it, definitely not. The extra sword slashes you do after you do the slash turn and you do sword slashes down. I don't think that's going to be viable. But basically, that avoids having to hold the sword and charge up a spin attack because.
Oh yeah,
we
because
we
when
lose a
you
little bit
get
of
pushed
time.
down. Okay.
Yeah, when we lose a little bit of time when we do the Chrono Clip, because we've got the spin attack stored. After the end of the jump animation, Link does a spin off screen and then you get control and can move. The TAS perfectly times its sword slashes whilst preserving push value storage so that it can only start charging the sword spin at the very moment that the beetle's about to sit down and then walks left and then triggers the jump before the spin attack gets charged up. So then it gets immediate movement straight afterwards and you just don't get the spin action.
Because spin attack is like a 1 second time loss. I think.
I mean for the TAS it's huge. It's
yeah,
many
60 frames is
some of the
something.
optimizations we go for only save a handful of frames, like 2-3 frames or whatever. That's what you chase after in the TAS. But like if you 100% go for something that's going to save 60 to 100 frames, that's huge. Yeah, very nice from Darky getting a sub 41 boot time. Yeah, they're super happy with this this pace run that they're on.
Yeah, wow. And still 10 seconds ahead of his PB, which is something like 28 compared to Nitros, which was a 27 currently.
I mean, Darky is ahead of Nitroz's pace run. From
Yeah, currently.
Nitroz's 127.
Oh,
so-
of his PB, you mean?
Yeah, Nitroz's PB. Yeah,
Wow.
Darky's on a 127 pace run if they can continue this pace going forwards. We are pretty far into the run, but really we're nowhere through the run at this moment because we're just hitting swamp now.
We are just doing the beginning.
Yeah.
The difficult parts, yeah.
Yeah, this is where the run gets serious.
Okay.
We're gonna have Womp manipulation. We're gonna have all of Fortress. Brutal RNG manipulations where any mistake loses almost a minute.
Yeah, the gauntlet, as it is said in the chat. Hopefully Darky actually gets it first try this time. And
Yep.
both runners get a good fortress. And then...
Good from Darky. They've got the sparkle pattern on the kinstone right. Darky does a slightly different manipulation here. They don't do the rolls that Toads has improved the two kinstone minute, but Darky finds more consistency with this version. So
the musical
that's what they're going for.
rolls.
Nitroz also getting it first try. We're going to see if they're going to continue this to the P-hat. Yeah, looks great. Yeah, Nitro's super consistent with this minute. Every time I see them do it, they get it first try. Darky gets the P-hat clip pretty quickly. Nitroz trying, going for their go.
I'm sure they're feeling pretty confident on that.
Yeah, that is the boots clip for Nitroz, and super clean swamp from both of them. Darky losing a little bit of time.
Yeah.
The P-hat being a little bit more awkward for Darky to move into the position that we want it to be in for the clip.
Hopefully Darky gets a power up from that and gets lever clip first try. In comparison to the other run.
Darky lost a lot of time in the last race, match 1 of the grand finals in this section. It was basically the only part of the run that went wrong for them was Swamp. They had to reset a few times, and lever clip here.
Nice.
They got it first try.
Sheesh.
We're going to see Nitroz following closely behind. They also
very cleanly. Oh, and Darky going his turn to do the small adjustment that Nitroz did last run. Slashing another time in order to rectify RNG.
This is a real swag strat, by the way, because if you do this too fast, the Armos doesn't move.
Yeah, excuse me, I did the manipulation too fast. I need to rectify RNG.
Interesting setup from Darky for the manip here. They're not doing boot taps. I don't know what Darky's doing.
Yeah, that's very strange, honestly. Are they that confident that they do not think they need to adjust? Oh my god. Oh, maybe they're not going for Darknut's Kinstone at all. I don't know.
I think that...
That's a shame.
Maybe they're not. Yeah, no, they're not. Darky's going to have to get the Kinstone from something else. I think they got messed up in the Stalfos room, so they just gave up on the minute instantly.
Oh yeah, probably.
Nitroz doesn't get the minute either.
What?
Both of them are gonna have to rely on backup manipulations for their final Kinstone.
Really YOLO manip at this point.
Yeah, they're like, this is a book test now. It's like, do you know the where are your backup manipulations? Can you utilize these and not lose more time?
Yeah, indeed. First opportunity is gonna come from the last clip with the Almos. And other opportunities are going to come from after Mazal.
Yeah, so they're checking their Kinstone Sparkle. Looks good for Darky. If they get this roll clip into the Armos first try, they'll get a very fast backup Kinstone.
Looks good
very
for
nice.
Darky.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, good knowledge of the slashing there to get it quicker. And a quick portal items, and Nitroz
exactly synced behind them, following perfectly on their backup manipulation as well.
That's beautiful.
Absolutely wild, both of these runners getting the same mistake happen, not really, a little bit of them.
Yeah.
But having to rely on the same backup and also getting that backup absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, that shows game knowledge from both of them, and execution wise also.
Yeah, it's really hard if you don't get that backup first try. The Armos clip is kind of is very tight. The timing you need to do that roll. If you don't roll in the right time window, you don't clip, and then you'd have to kind of spam roll to get through, and then you have to just. It's really awkward of a backup because you have to count the number of rolls you do and look up a lookup table of like how many times do I need to advance RNG to get the kinstone that I want. You have to equip boots and you need to do like 5 dashes. It's really slow.
Yeah, like you told me before.
Yeah.
I was looking it up. 5 dashes is like a lot of seconds lost due to just trying to get a kinstone.
There is another backup after the boss fight, so you can like if you have no chance of getting it, then you can just do the boss, and then like afterwards, so you just do a save and quit and go for it.
Oh, Darky not used to not clipping on the left side of the Mazar hand.
Yeah,
getting stuck a little bit.
Very, very nice fight from Darky. Not the best RNG when it came to the last pillar. Could have been a little bit better, but still a solid fight.
Also, Darky so good on health at this point that he didn't damage down enough currently. He needs 1 more heart.
Nitros is exactly on the right amount of health you want to be on. We're going to be doing a death abuse. The bomb does exactly half a heart. The only thing is there are octos in the next section, and when they hit you, they deal 1/4 of a heart. So if Nitros gets unlucky and there's an octo in the way, they can get hit at most once. If they get hit twice, that's they're gonna lose their fairy, and it's gonna absolutely ruin their run. They're gonna have to go and find a backup fairy to be able to continue. Oh, they got hit by a rock,
and Darky didn't manage to damage down from this very octo.
Yeah, Darky wanted to get hit by the rock. Darky needs to take the damage down so that they will die to the bomb. Darky's damaging down off of the octo there.
Okay, nice.
Slightly more optimal to do it in the Mazao fight whilst we're waiting in the auto-scrolling sections, but...
Yeah, a lot of time at this point in the run, I've been surprised after not having damage down enough and like not dying at the door and wondering what.
Interesting setup from Nitros with just with the item equips that they do.
Okay.
Darky, like everyone who does the setup that Darky's doing had stats the sword here to do a sword slash turn.
Oh yeah, bombs.
Nitros is going for
Eslo buffer.
Eslo buffer. They don't need to have the sword equipped here, so they have bombs ready. They use the cane shot to get rid of one of the bushes, and then menued whilst the cane shot was midair. It was very, very, very nice. Darky gets the setup first try, gets the ocarina glitch. Nitros saving just before it, just in case they don't get it.
And getting classic first try again.
Yeah, they were going. I think they were going for modern, but weren't facing in the right direction. So they did a backup classique, gets it first try. Yeah. Insane. That's crazy.
Also, both runners we can mention are getting synced up almost again. Like, currently they're 1 room apart at this point in the run. It's starting to get closer again.
Yeah, I think, what was the time difference? It was like 17 seconds. This time it's it's 9, I think it's just under 10 seconds. It's about 9 seconds, just high 9 seconds.
I mean, the deciding factor is gonna really come after Octo, but currently it looks good for both of them. But yeah, starting from Palace of Winds, we are really gonna see which one takes the lead. where Nitros is, I saw you equipping like jaw and mitts.
Yeah, to save a menu.
Yeah, I find that really smart to do, and I don't see both runners do
No,
it.
they're using boots. They're preferring to do the boots movement there. It's almost negligible. I do think that rolling there is faster, but I don't think it's I think it's fair to go for it either way. I'm not too sure on the timing, honestly.
Yeah.
I think saving the menu is faster personally because it's just what I'm comfortable with muscle memory wise.
Right. And you don't want to do extra menus.
Yeah,
usually.
if I can do a strat that uses less menus, then yeah. I do think that there are a lot of times that you menu to boots when you don't need to, but you just do it because it's faster. Like you're gonna use boots through several rooms, and using boots instead of having to roll through them is it's just as an RTA runner easier because you only need to press the boots once, whereas with rolls you need to time every roll press.
Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, Darky getting the subpixels again.
Yeah, they're getting the clip into the tree, pinning them in place so they can damage down faster. Yeah, it's purely luck, as you see. Nitros also went for it, but they bonked on the inside of the tree. Yeah, nicely set up from Darky. How's their Ocarina glitch gonna go?
Oh, trying to do a fast modern, but
yeah, they get modern. They got it second try, which means like it's optimal to get grabbed by the bird instead of playing the ocarina to cancel it.
Is it?
Yeah. If the bird's in
Nice.
the way, yeah, just get grabbed by it.
Yeah, because you can roll right after.
Yes, yeah, you get to roll, and also it cancels the ocarina glitch. More specifically, it puts you in stage 2 ocarina glitch. It doesn't actually cancel the ocarina glitch.
It's like screen transitions.
So it lets the game start running again at normal speed, which lets us do the shrink to enter the dungeon. That's the only reason why we want to.
Yeah, I believe the mobs are active again. Also, is that right?
Oh yeah, the enemies reactivate, so you take damage off of them. Whereas if you get first try ocarina glitch, like if you're in stage 1 ocarina glitch, time's frozen. Enemies, they're just you just run through them. They're like not physically interactable. Yeah, Darky increasing their lead from getting a clean ocarina glitch.
Oh my god, the surgical placement for ice blocks from Darky.
Yeah.
Always amazed by that. Yeah, Nitro's also doing a kind of shimmy movement in order to push the block fast.
You stop holding inputs as you're getting close to the ice block and let Link just slide into place, and then you press you react to what Link's position is and then push.
Yeah.
That's kind of the most consistent way of doing the ice blocks. Because if you're holding any inputs, when you reach an ice corner, you can start pushing it into the corner and like get locked in place and build up momentum, and it's so awful when that happens.
Just like we do in Octoclip, which is gonna come right up after this
luckily,
fight.
We've always hated that mechanic, but well, if that mechanic didn't exist, then well, we wouldn't be able to do Octoclip. At least it would have to be doing the old version of Octoclip, which is awful.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Both our runners getting their boss door clip with the magic boomerang, getting into the Bluetooth fight, and in the Bluetooth fight at the same time. The amount of time Blue Chew is electrified is a fixed amount of time, so you can time when you want to activate your Gust Jar. The only thing that's random is when it decides to do a jump. The jump timing is determined by the global timer.
You can kind of time it up to music or cues from the boss fight music. For when it is going to be unelectrified.
Yeah, there's a fixed, like, it's really technical, but like there are only fixed time points that it will decide to jump, and you can kind of like anticipate that it's going to jump at that specific time, and if it doesn't, then you know what the next time it's going to jump will be.
Oh, dope.
But it's not. It's such an annoying fight, honestly, because of just the RNG involved and how much extra you have to think about, like, to try and optimize it. And luck can just screw you over in the end anyway, and make it so that you lose an extra cycle.
Yeah, totally.
It's awful. But
both runners now.
Both our runners are at Krenel Clip. Octo Clip.
I wish it was Krenel Clip.
Yeah.
To enter Octo.
Trying to go for theirs first try, and they get it first try.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And they golded the split, by the way.
Yeah, they are tied with their PB right now.
Wow.
Nitro's going for their first attempt. Oh, their position was wrong. They got the right timing, and they got the horizontal roll. They were too fast with their Gust Jar use when they tapped down. They have to wait an extra frame or so. Yeah, okay, so that was Nitro's going to get. They had the timing to get it first try. No, they're it's wrong timing from this point now for Nitros. I don't think they're going to be able to get the manipulation for Octo.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is really the point in the run where nerves can affect you, the way you play.
Yeah, with Octo Clip, it's really you get it first try, or you get in your own head and you can't do the timing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, Nitros is going extremely fast. Darky got the Octo manipulation all the way through perfectly. That's a 0 ink.
Okay, very nice.
If Nitros gets Chrono Clip, Octo Clip.
Okay.
They get Octo Clip. They are into Octo. However, no manipulation available for Nitros. It's going to be luck how much time they're going to lose at the end of this fight.
Yeah,
if they get lucky, there's a 25% chance, or 1/4 of the time, they're gonna get a 0 ink, and they're not gonna lose time in the fight. But what's most likely gonna happen is they're gonna get they're gonna have the ink attacks that are going to lose 30 seconds each time it happens. About half the time it only happens once, but there is another about 1/4 chance that it happens twice. So they could lose anywhere between 30 seconds to a minute, on top of how much time they've already lost. Yeah, it's so brutal when you fail Octo Clip multiple tries, because then it compounds the time loss after that. It's a bit like failing the Dark Nut fight in Vati Minute, because not only do you don't just lose the time from the fight taking longer, but you lose the time for all of the Vati manipulations that you're not.
You lose the benefit of having Vati behave a certain way, and being fast on his teleportations and whatnot. Getting 1 ink currently.
Yeah, so this is a minimum 30-second additional time loss for Nitros.
Indeed.
Gonna see, are they gonna get lucky here? Is it? from this point, it's about a 1 in 3. Oh, they got the dash attack. That's an extra couple seconds lost. Okay, but they get the button, so they are only getting 1 ink, but they did get the extra bonk, so it adds an extra maybe like 5 seconds to the time there. Yeah. It's about a 2-minute difference between them. Just over.
Already 2 minutes?
Like 2 minutes 10-ish, yeah.
I didn't know all these Oxoclip tries were that long.
Yeah, it's about it's like 12 to 15-ish seconds every retry. Nitros was going for it really fast, so I think it was about a 10-ish seconds, 10 to 12 seconds between the retries. So yeah, if you take 10, 11, 12 tries, that's you know, basically 2 minutes lost.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I don't think they took that many tries. I think it was about 8.
Yeah, 6-ish.
I wasn't counting it.
Something like that.
Exactly. Around that ballpark, and yeah. Some of the tries were like very rushed as well because they were like facing the wrong direction and stuff. So those were reset quite quickly.
Ooh.
Yeah, very fast Ocarina glitch from Darky.
Yeah, indeed.
They have a very good pace right now. They are half a second faster than their PB.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Darky at this point may start to feel the pressure coming from being ahead of even his PB.
Yeah,
but
they have a yeah, they this isn't like their best pace ever. They've had PBs that had much faster paces at Water Element. I don't think they've had a sub-hour, but they've definitely got basically almost exactly on the hour mark. Their Water Element time here was 1 hour 25 seconds. So an extremely good pace run that they'll have a huge chance of being able to PB this run from this point. But it's not like the godlike runs that are like world record contention that are like put your nerves like through the roof.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think they can very comfortably continue this run and PB.
Yeah, so you meant to say that in Darky's previous PB, what really mattered was a godlike castle, probably.
In Darky's previous PB, I believe they had a very solid run all the way up to Vati, then Vati Minute failed. So if they get Vati Minute on this pace run, they're up for a 127.
Yeah. Okay, getting bomb drops there. Quite good on health.
Yeah, good, solid fight for Darky as they begin Palace.
Okay, Nitro's stair walking there.
Yeah, stair walking's really brutal. Because this is a frame perfect trick, if you don't press Ocarina the frame after you press up to go into the staircase, you will walk into the staircase and you walk down the stairs. It takes 8 seconds to walk back up the stairs. It really does lose a lot of time.
Yeah, maybe we can talk about why classic stair walks more than modern.
Oh yeah, with modern, The difference between these two, by the way, for the Ocarina glitches that we're calling Classique and Modern. Classique, you stand in front of the doorway, and then you tap up, then Ocarina the frame after. You tapped up. Modern, you do like a diagonal slide in front of the doorway, and then on the same frame, you release diagonal to just press up, and you press the Ocarina. That action happens the same frame. What happens if you're not frame perfect with the Modern is you get like a weird diagonal clip into the staircase, but you don't actually get the stair. You don't trigger walking down the stairs, stair walking animation. You kind of clip into it briefly, and then if you press any directions that isn't up, you get popped out of the staircase, like you're clipped into a wall briefly. And this just makes it safe, because it means that you can't walk down the stairs unless you're holding up for a long time. You have to be holding up for like 8-ish frames or something like that.
Yeah, the time it takes for Link to snap back in place after clipping into the door frame.
Darky's had a good dungeon so far. They've taken a lot of damage. They're not going for the health.
Ooh,
They're on 3 hearts going into Georg. This is
kind of ballsy.
Scary. Yeah, this is real risky from Darky going for this, honestly. On this kind of health, I'd be going for the fairy. Oh, they're grabbing a heart.
Okay, yeah.
They threw the other pot hoping for like an RNG heart, but I don't think it's in the drop table for that.
Okay, yeah, 4 hearts is definitely good enough if they focus a little bit.
Yeah, 4 hearts, doable. Like, you just need to not get unlucky. If you get unlucky, then you have to play super safe.
Yeah. I think we can mention the amount of damage projectiles in Georg's fights do, actually.
Yeah, one full heart. It's brutal. It really is brutal. It's so easy to get to tank one of those hits. Like, I think optimally you do want to tank one of the hits so that you can just mash and kill the eyes as quickly as possible. Especially in like the second cycle. Darky moving on to cycle 3. This is the RNG cycle. Things can really get like out of control here just to the luck. So we'll see how lucky they get. It looks like Georg's staying out of the way. It goes down to the bottom. Just baiting these eye shots to be out of the way. Playing it super safe there. Darky could have gone for like a little bit faster with the iPads there, but they're just playing safe here. They've not taking any damage. And this is an extremely clean Georg fight. You know, taking the time just to make sure that this has been consistent, no damage, clean.
Oh yeah. So Darky, I believe, entered Georg 4 seconds behind his PB, and he's gonna get element approximately at that time.
Almost 5 seconds. They're basically tied that the same PB fight that the same Georg fight that they had in PB. So no change in their position from their PB.
Yeah, so pace is gonna be really OG dependent from then on.
Yeah, Darky's managed to pull out a bigger lead over Nitros in Palace. The gap is over 2 minutes.
Oh, did Darky get a better Palace than Nitros?
Yeah, I think so.
Even with the already...
I think Darky only lost about 5-ish seconds in Palace in total.
Yeah.
I didn't see if anything majorly bad happened to Nitros, but it looked like that they lost in 5 to 10 seconds over what Darky's Palace was. Yeah, you see Nitros there tanking that orb shot from Georg, just because they want to maximize the amount of damage onto the eyes and end that cycle early. Save that extra, like, half to, like, 1 second. Oh! Yeah, bad luck for Nitros on the blue Georg in this cycle, just getting in the way.
Yeah.
Does have the cloneless pattern as an option, but they are going to make their clones. Ooh, and then the orb comes and hits them as they jump onto the boss. They're fine for health, though, because they're entering the final cycle. Yeah, nicely finished off the Nitros. I don't think they're going to be skipping the heart container after this boss. They're going for it. Did Nitros? I don't think Nitros skipped the heart piece after Octo, did they? I don't think it would.
Yeah, they're on 7 currently. So should be on track with the usual routes.
Yeah. Oh no!
Oh no!
Darky resets.
It happens.
They're back to the beginning of the run.
It's gonna be a huge time loss.
Yeah,
1:30 difference also.
Yeah, an hour and a quarter, or like behind now.
Not the resets. Ooh, and it actually looks like DarkySquid managed to pull off a secret strat to get back on pace.
They inputted the Konami code during the intro, and it warped them to the final dungeon.
Oh yeah, frame perfect Konami code, really impressive. Yeah, it looks like Darky is still pretty much spot on from his PV pace.
Oh yeah, he's like absolutely on PB pace right now. If he keeps this pace so that he's only within 5 seconds of PB going into Vati Minip, if he nails the Vati Minip, he will PB this run.
Yeah.
It's going to be touch and go whether or not it will be a 127. It's kind of a tall ask. If they get an absolute godlike DHC, then they could get a 127.
Oh, maybe like that.
That was a very nice stack.
Yeah, that is a good start.
Yeah.
Getting stair clip that fast is one deciding factor.
One of the hardest tricks of the whole dungeon is literally as soon as you start. So it's great to start off with with success on that trick.
Mm-hmm. Coming up is also bomb strat with it, which is not trivial to do. And it can lose you like 15 seconds also if you do it wrong. So yeah, Darky gets it.
Yeah, nicely done.
Oh no, the Moblin is gonna come down, yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh my
Moblin RNG is saying no. I'm pretty sure that also happened in their PB, so that's that's pretty par for the course for the this section.
Oh yeah.
The other moblin didn't get in the way. Most likely one of the moblins is going to get in the way.
Ooh, instant OG.
Yeah, so clean with these ocarina glitches. Remember, frame perfect trick. You just absolutely knocking it out the park with these.
Mm-hmm. How many OGs are there in the run again? Like 9?
I thought 8 now. I think one of them got removed because of route changes and new tricks.
Oh yeah. I'm not sure about Darky bomb count currently.
Well, is it on 7?
Oh, 7. Okay.
He managed to get a bomb drop somewhere.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Nitros
waiting out the moblin there. Ooh,
yeah,
doing the cool strats.
Doing the boot tap to cancel the knockback animation.
To stay in place, keep his subpixels. Ooh, and doing a small optimization, not rolling right there and holding right on the boots. Haven't seen that before. Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never timed it, so I'm not too sure if they use time or not. Because you're doing extra movement with the boots having to go further, but
indeed,
I could see it saving time.
Yeah. Okay, difficult door frame coming right up for DarkySquid.
Yeah, Darky finishing up the last
nails it
of the run. No more frame perfect tricks for them.
Ooh, looks like the guards are well placed.
Yeah, pretty decent from Darky. Did take a hit. You don't want to be taking that hit so that you can just go into Vati without you caring about your health. And
oh, by the way, they golded another split.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are doing your manip. If they go forward, they got the shell.
They would have to do one less roll, and I don't think they're doing one less roll.
Yeah. Okay, nailing the Black Knights. So theoretically, a perfect Vati manip is like 6 minutes or so. So if they manage to finish this in about a minute or something, it might look like a very, very good time. Don't you think?
I think they're gonna be. I mean, they're ahead of PB at this point. Nice Kinstone.
Yeah, thanks, thanks, game.
Who was it? Was it Session or was it Nitros? In one of the matches earlier, like a week or so ago, someone had like 4 Kinstone drops in their run.
Ooh, getting the angle retention. Nicely done.
Yeah.
I think Darky failed it the run before. Got it there.
Yeah, Darky definitely getting a nice and clean angle retention there. Huge improvement over their previous run.
Mm-hmm.
They are coming up to the boss key, and then beginning the final boss. That's 21-32. They are 2 seconds behind NitrozSR PD. So they are, if they get a clean set of Vati fights, they are still on 127 pace.
Yeah, that's really good so far.
Just absolutely bullied by these chain soldiers.
Oof. Not losing that much health though. like getting on Vati at about 4 hearts is like fine, I would say. Don't know about you.
Oh,
Ooh, that's rough. Getting on the platform.
yeah, I think Nitros reset their respawn position, so they had to do that back up
Yeah.
to be able to get back down.
Oh, no!
Darky doesn't get the manip.
That's a shame. Okay.
It's still PB, like still chance for a PB here.
And another.
Just gonna be luck based. Nice Kinstone drops, yeah.
Love these RNG boosts. Can we
Yeah,
have a max RNG percent, by the way?
Max RNG percent. That takes like 4 years.
Oh no,
No.
not the full RNG list, but like
the wrap to back to the starting value, going for every single RNG value. Yeah, that takes literally years.
yeah, it's more. I mean, like in the smallest amount of time, what is the biggest amount of RNG you can finish the game on? You know, doing a sort of RNG to time ratio there. Okay, Nitros starting Vati manip.
Yeah, Darky had a huge opportunity here in Vati to save a lot of time over their PB. They are saving a little bit of time. They had a better Vati 1 than they got in their PB. They're about 10 seconds ahead of their PB.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
They did lose 15 seconds over their gold, so it wasn't a good Vati 1 fight.
Ugh. Kind of sketchy
Yeah,
first pattern.
Vati 2 is
Ooh, getting...
Yeah.
Oh, masterfully avoiding the electrical balls there.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Not-
getting the full...
The back pattern.
Which never happens, of course.
This is really low odds, by the way. It's like a 1 in 8. It's much lower odds than the left or the right side, or even the bottom as well.
And is also kind of difficult to maneuver around.
Yeah, it's not fun. Nitros going to get... I don't think this is recoverable for their Dark Nut manip. We'll see.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll see. They're going to have to just do Vati 1 and hope that they're on the right RNG. I don't know
Yeah.
what their backup would have been.
Absolutely.
Darky,
Still on
still
PB
ahead.
base.
They're still ahead of their PB by about 5 seconds. But
So
the
it's
thing is,
really up to Vati 3 to decide.
yeah, it's Vati 3 luck that's going to decide whether or not this is going to PB for them or not. Vati 3 RNG, it varies, like just when we, in terms of the arms, is about at most 13 seconds you can lose to RNG. And then also in the very final stage when it starts doing tennis, there's just a 25% chance that it will fire electricity at the beginning, which just loses like 10 seconds.
Yeah, no matter what your placement is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Darky is gonna go for Fairy. Okay.
Yeah, they just want to not die. I think they're sacrificing this PB just to win the race.
Yeah, indeed.
Nitros doesn't get the Vati 1 manipulation, so yeah, they're going to have a random amount of teleports at the end here to finish out the fight before they go into Vati 2. The Vati 2 fight is going to be completely unmanipulated.
Yeah, because on Vati 3 you can definitely lose a bunch of health
Yeah, Ducky going
just
for the
in
portal
the
items.
arms.
Going for the swag portal items, not with the right timing though to hit the arm.
Yeah, both runners have tried it so far, right?
Yeah, I mean it's worth going for. You save time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got it in my race with Nitros. If I was confident enough that I was going to get it and just shrunk immediately, I would have saved so much time and not died. But
Oh, not opting for the boomerang there.
No, Darky just
Wow.
pinning against the wall.
Probably wanting to get back on PB pace, I guess.
Yeah, this still is a good shot for PB, honestly.
Ooh,
Oh,
no!
you see, I think that's going to delay too much time for them to be able to
Yeah,
PB pace.
looks like it.
What was their PB's Octo Vati 3 time? 251 though. Like that's not slow. So it's gonna be touch and go whether or not they'll be able to PB here. They are 20 seconds off their PB.
Yeah. Oh my god, is this gonna be it?
They're coming up to the final volley. 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
It looks like they're gonna get it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, GG's. Yeah.
GG!
Well done, Darky.
Wow.
That's like a 5-6 second PB.
Sheesh. Wow, that is really impressive.
Congratulations to Darky. Not only did they PB, but they are our champion. They win the tournament. This is not the first time. Oh, yeah.
Nitro's going for the
flag.
The out of bounds enter.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, it's like quicker when the task does it. Like I think.
No, it wasn't.
No.
I tried to find a way of making it faster. It's
yeah. Okay. It just doesn't work.
It's brains slower, but like it's slower, so the task doesn't do it.
But yeah, nice swag strat though.
Yeah, we're going to be watching Nitros finish out their run
on a really nice pace also.
Yeah, they had a fantastic pace in their last run, like all the way up to the Darknet fight. It was possibly a PB pace run for them, and that secured their win from game 1 to force the bracket reset.
Barely missing portal items there, and yeah, it's gonna be finishing soon on what looks like a mid 31 pace for Nitro's side. Ooh, standing really close to
31. I think there'll be a few. It's gonna be kind of close.
Yeah, maybe I was wrong on the 31-30, but maybe it's more like a lower.
I think they're just gonna scrape the sub 131. Actually, no, it's gonna be just over 131.
Yeah, 10 seconds in. Bomb finish. No, arrow. Let's go.
Arrows to kill back.
Yeah. Swag strats.
Yeah, GG's to Nitros finishing out that run.
Incredible. Very nice.
So, yeah, 6 years ago, we had the last tournament the 2018 tournament. In the grand finals, we had Vlak and Darky. Vlak won the tournament. Darky managing to get all the way to the grand finals of the tournament. Didn't quite make it to winning. But 6 years later, the next tournament comes around. They fight their way to the grand finals and finally clutch their tournament win.
That's so cool. Yeah, Darky, quite a veteran in this game. As opposed to Nitros, who I learned during the tournament started like 3 years ago, I believe. I think Drakius said that to me.
Oh, yeah. I think one of Nitros's first PBs was shortly before...
Octoclip, maybe?
No, before...
No, it was in 2020.
It was late 2020, so it was a few months before P-Hat Clip was discovered. So they've basically been running just over 4 years.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get the runners into the in for an interview, because we've had 2 matches. We had game 1 and game 2 back to back.
Full of switch arounds
How everyone's done.
And movement and emotion.
Yeah. Welcome
Hello.
in, Darky.
Hey.
GG's.
How do you
Thanks.
feel?
Well,
GG's.
it felt kind of intense because the first run was pretty bad, but then I was able to get a good run going. So yeah, that's really cool.
How do you feel after the reset?
Well, I didn't really know. I really thought I was going to do a pretty bad run again. I was like, yeah, it's not really my day.
Yeah.
But yeah, then the early game went really good, so yeah, I kind of got some confidence from that, and well, in the end,
Yeah,
I played
definitely
pretty well
looked that way.
throughout. So
Yeah, you were pulling like 10 seconds ahead of your PB in the early game, so it was like, yeah, this is like absolute solid pace.
Nitros.
GG's, Nitros.
GG's.
GG's.
How's it going?
Well, I am glad I won one of the races at least, and I'm happy that Darky won and got a nice PB. Definitely.
Thanks.
Yeah, match 1, very impressive run from Nitros. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely very clutch reset for Grands.
Yeah, I definitely think my execution was more on point in the first match. It could have been a really good time if not for some pretty unfortunate mistakes.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure what pace you were on, or if you were on PB pace or not.
It definitely was PBable out of Temple of Droplets at least, because I was like 12 seconds behind, and a lot of times they won Palace of Winds, but then I got a really bad Palace of Winds, so it didn't matter. And also forgot to roll before the Dark Nut Minute, so that was
right.
But,
Was the... We saw it go wrong, but wasn't sure what the cause of it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This manip is impossible anyway.
Yeah. There was like one successful attempt at Vati Manip amongst 4 runs tonight.
Yeah. I mean, understandable. It's high stakes. It's the most stressful part of the run.
And both times I messed it up, it was from not doing a roll for the Dark Nuts. The second time it was during the fight, and it's not even because I'm like nervous. It's literally just because my brain turned off both times, I guess, which is unfortunate. But
Yeah, it happens.
I may have lost the race, but at least I got the pot roll lift in Cave of Flames in the first race.
Oh yeah, yeah.
GG's for that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I saw some gold splits, so like these are gonna be interesting runs to like throw into the split timer and see if they were com golds at all, because it looked very solid. It's a high tier Minish Cap play today.
Absolutely. None of you went for Makiha, as Myth mentioned.
Oh yeah. I don't know how to do that consistently or whatever.
I never really practiced it.
Like
It's all feeling. You just gotta know.
Yeah. It's not something I've really invested the time into. Like I've done it sometimes in practice, but it just rarely works for me, so never really felt too worth it, especially not in a race.
Yeah.
Also, Nitros, I've seen you do a lot of classic combined with modern. Like, is it like also a feel thing for you, or?
Well, in my recent runs, I've only been going for classic, to be honest, because modern just
classic?
doesn't work anymore for me. So I just only go for classic, pretty much.
That's crazy, honestly.
I get that, definitely. There are some times where it's just like, I try and go for modern, it's just not working. And every time you go for classic, you just get it first try, so it's like, well, I guess I'm doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first switched to playing on the Switch version I guess a month ago now-ish, and I was getting used to the controller, I was like, wow, this OG modern thing, it's actually really easy on this controller. I don't know what I was doing on GameCube controller.
Yeah.
Fast forward a week later, it's like, well, this is impossible. How did I ever
breaking
do this?
again.
Yeah. So
yeah, because of the muscle memory evolving and such.
Yeah.
Yeah, even in TGH's PB, you can see in Castle, so he does modern most of the run, and then in Castle he fails several moderns in a row, and he just says, okay, I'm not doing that, and he just inputs classic and it works.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
That's pretty normal for runners when you're just doing modern over and over again. It's not working. You just do. It's normal if you're getting like this clip into the stairs. That's because you're pressing Ocarina 1 frame late. Well, if you're pressing Ocarina 1 frame late, then Classic will work. And then oh look, I just got Classic first try. I wonder why.
So they mentioned in chat about Octoclip, and I'm like, I don't know how. On this race, on the first race, I got first try, and in this race, I got like boosted, but I guess I had bad subpixels or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Subpixels. Yeah, you must have pressed the gust jar too quickly.
Yeah. That's what I figured. That's unfortunate because if I had gotten it,
because
I never felt that like that was a problem before with that setup.
Yeah.
I probably would have still lost because I was just playing worse overall, but you never know, I guess. If that had worked, maybe would have played better or worse, I don't know.
Yeah, it can definitely be a huge confidence boost or not. Because it's definitely impressive to see, like, in both races, runners going into Octo and then like first trying Octoclip just like that, you know.
Oh yeah, that gave me a lot of confidence.
Oh yeah. I imagine.
Real confidence boost.
You also do the new setup, right, Darky?
Yeah. I haven't practiced it much, but somehow it kind of feels better.
Yeah, it's just really good. I don't really practice it much either anymore because it keeps working, so I don't want to mess anything up.
It keeps working, yeah.
Everyone's finding that they're just like saying, "Oh, is there a new setup?" and trying it, and then getting it, and it's like, "Oh, that was really easy."
By the way, how do you two feel about metronome practicing for Octoclip?
I don't like it at all. It doesn't work.
Don't like
for
it,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, after that first race I did against the Myth, where I lost like 9 minutes or something with the metronome, I was like,
Oh my god.
come on, this is kind of trash. So
Yeah.
when I switched to playing on Switch, I was like, I'll just practice doing it with the slash turn, and I had some pretty good results, so it's just what I stuck with, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, same. I've never used a metronome. I don't know. I've been doing it since day one. When we first came up with the trick, and I was just doing the slash turn from that point, and I don't know. It was just a natural timing.
Yeah, I feel like definitely people who do the slash turn buffer tend to just do it on feeling instead. Or rather, from feeling. Yeah. So, Darky, how do you feel about making the Minish Cap Discord French again?
Well, not sure if I'm making it. I mean, the Minish Cap Discord has kind of always been French.
Always been
At
French.
least
Bold claim.
The new players always French. So
Yeah, that's true. 100% of the time.
don't know if I've got anything to do with that. I'm just one of them.
Nice.
Yeah, you'll be able to change your name to number 1 in France. Well, no, sorry, BIF. Yeah, best in France.
BIF.
Oh yeah.
Nice
That's
acronym to.
But you'll never be the best in Luxembourg like Fire Turtle.
No, sadly.
Yeah, do we have any more comments about the race?
Well,
Maybe
Was it
Fortress?
the hats and the fortress? Yeah, because
Yeah,
that was.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Pihat really sucks. That I can say.
I think my Piat clips went fine mostly. I don't remember messing up that much there. I mean, especially in the first run, I had a pretty good ocarina time, despite my Deepwood Shrine time being quite like average to bad. I had bad Deepwood Shrines in both runs.
1 minute to Pihat because it kept getting in some weird pixels.
Yeah, sometimes it kind of does what it wants.
The sub-pixels.
Yeah.
And the Stone Manip as well, just.
Oh yeah, the Darknut fight. I was wondering about that.
both of you didn't get the Kinstone from the Darknut and had to
In the second run, I guess.
Yeah, second race.
In the second race, yeah.
So, well, I can explain what happened to me pretty easily. I just got a diagonal input instead of up on my control stick, and that kind of messed everything up.
Oh my.
Well,
You mean during the fight?
Well, after you do the roll upwards, then you're supposed to hold down, I guess. But then I went diagonally instead.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be doing that, unfortunately.
I messed it up early because I couldn't see the sparks well because the arm didn't move, so it was in the corner.
Oh,
and
yeah.
somehow
I really
you,
hate that.
You can't really see it because it's
honestly,
against the wall.
I just guessed.
Oh yeah,
One
about
second.
that, I was actually talking with Myth the other day about sound cues, which make sparkles not matter at all in this case.
Really?
Yeah, you can listen to Link's roll after you fall down and you exit that room. If you roll twice, if it's the same sound effect twice in a row, then it's
I getcha.
Oh, okay.
your 1 RNG early, so you need to do an extra roll. But if
Exactly.
you get 2 different ones, then you've advanced RNG 1 extra time, so you don't need to do the extra roll.
Yeah, basically on the second Spock pattern, Link is gonna sound like hu hua, and you're gonna know that you're on track with the RNG basically.
That's really funny because when I was like falling down the hole and I was thinking like, well, I don't really know what sparks I just got. I was thinking like, I wonder if you could do something like that where you listen to the rolls, because I know I've heard about that from Toads before, that it can be like the different RNG, but of course I had no idea like which sounds you're supposed to look out for, so that's very interesting to know.
Personally, I've heard it during Myth Race against Darky, I believe, from PK. So shout out to PK to mentioning this.
PK with the knowledge.
You're the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
I learned everything I know about the game from PK.
Oh
Same.
my god.
Alright then.
Alright.
I guess that's a good moment to take over and to thank everybody for their participation. Huge congrats to Darky and of course also to Nitros for becoming the runner-up. I hope you all had a great time with this tournament. Big shout-outs to everybody involved, especially Myth, who organized the entire thing, and to both Myth and to Inku for doing comms today.
Yeah.
It was a great tournament. I hope you all had fun.
A pleasure.
Yeah, thanks, Smith.
For sure.
Yeah, thanks, Nitros, for being such a good opponent.
Yeah.
And also, thanks to ZSR for the restreams.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Yeah, GG's
Alright.
both of you.
Yeah, GG's to both of you.
Thank you, everyone who's participated in the tournament, all 16 tournament competitors. It's been a fantastic opportunity to have everyone come together as a community and join together in this competitive battle to see how good everyone can Minish. And yeah, that basically brings up to the end of the year, so I hope everyone has a happy holidays and looks forward to what 2025 is going to bring.
Absolutely. Get yourself a wishing hat, just like Vati, during Christmas.
Alrighty then. Thank you all so much. And we're gonna be back with more Minish Cap in the future, I hope. Myth, get it going. Next tournament next week.
Yeah, Glitch's tournament.
100%. Alright, thanks everybody for watching. Have a good one, and bye bye.